What's up, what's up, what's up? We are live
Hello.
here at Free Play Richardson. We are doing our fun little, Wide World of Fighting Games Spring Series 2019 pre-show. We're going to have some information. We will be your co-host, apparently. I am FBA Jeremy.
Jesse James.
Filthy Claw player extraordinaire. We are here just kind of...
The wide world of fighting games. It sounds like a Animal Planet, you know?
Or, no, it kind of, because this is kind of like an ESPN broadcast, right?
Okay.
It kind of sounds like an ESPN, like, lead
I was
into
thinking
it.
it's like more of a window between, like, you know,
I mean-
like Planet Earth.
Yeah, it's
You
true,
get to see
too.
how the FGC works and how people
I mean,
play.
basically, it's going to be us old people talking about this old game that we
Old
love so much.
How old are you, Jeremy?
I just turned 31, actually.
31.
So,
Nah, you're not old, bro.
well, you know, I play this game, so I'm like, you know,
Anybody
kinda
plays
old.
this game, yeah.
By proxy, they're
What's
old,
funny
you know?
is that playing this game doesn't mean you're old, but if you play long enough, you will age faster.
That's true, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Your skills will diminish faster.
Fight
and you
boxer in 100 straight matches and tell me that you don't age at least a year or two.
will-
right.
Just boxer matches.
Just boxer. Let's not even
Oh,
talk
boy.
about some of the other ones. But yeah, we're here talking about the Wild World of Fighting Games. It's not just Super Turbo, although that is clearly the main event, as we are joined by one of the ringmasters themselves,
Yeah,
Mr. Chris Delp.
The circus ringmaster.
Fresh off his trip from California, where he apparently brought the cold, cold Arctic weather of California back
Thank
with
you.
him.
Thank you
Yes.
for that, by the way.
I don't know
actually
why.
love it.
I don't know why. I don't know how it got cold in LA and now I brought it back. It was perfectly fine here the entire winter. Then I go to LA, freeze my butt off, come here, and of course I post the little link in my chat. And I got all my LA friends being like, oh, but it's 76 every day, except for every day I was in
I
LA.
went there,
You and Beltran cursed the place, but
pretty much.
we'll talk about that qualifier later. As we got a lot to talk about today. We just kind of brought it in. We were talking about ST, of course, but there are 3 other main games. ST is the big one, and then 4 side games as well. And we're going to go ahead and lead right into the trailer if you haven't seen it yet, so take a look. All right, so there you have it. There's the trailer. There's a little bit of info for you.
That was awesome.
That's been kind of making the rounds. A lot of people I know have seen it here and there, but there it is again. The gist of it, you saw it. We've got KOF 11, $1,000 pot. My personal, one of my favorite fighting games ever. Just gonna say it.
Just
Sorry,
a
I'm-
coincidence that that's the case, and we made it to the $1,000 tournament.
Hey, well, you know, it
Purely
just happened to work out that way. I had nothing to do with it, no
He
matter
did-
what.
Easiest
Chris-
1,000 of your life.
He didn't demand it. He just merely told me that he liked the game, and there was a little bit of a scene here, remember, back in the day, and I'm the one who was in the office being like, I hear tons of feedback. Multiple arms swinging in the air in favor of KOF 11.
It's
I
just my
thought,
brother and I basically saying, hey, we missed the glory days when we used to play it all the time in Animation Town. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's an awesome game. Sign up for it. It's great. But we also got Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. That's another $1,000 pot. That should be an interesting crowd for that. Apparently you were hearing some excitement for that while you were in California.
Absolutely.
That's another $1,000 pot. We also got Third Strike with a $1,500 pot and also an Auto Jazzy Circuit qualifier. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So
And yeah, I am excited about that.
Third Strike's
Yuki, very favored.
Yuki's here. If you wanna win that spot, you got to beat Yuki. But I mean, what I think is it top 8 that get payout, I believe, or is it top? Does it depend on the entrance? I don't know. Exactly.
I don't know. Top 8 in ST, and then I'm not sure if it's top 3 or top 8
Not yet.
for
Okay.
Third Strike.
All right. Well, you got a chance to win a Jazzy Circuit qualifier spot.
I know. So Jazzy Circuit itself is providing travel funds for the player.
Oh, nice.
Normally, we're going to go over our satellite qualifiers. They are getting provided their travel by Free Play themselves. We're booking the tickets.
Right.
That's not the case with the Jazzy Circuit qualifier. The auto qualifier, they get it from Jazzy Circuit itself, based in New York. Mutant XP is doing a great job with that. For our part, we're putting a prize pool there so that they're not flying empty-handed.
So yeah, he partnered with you guys to say, yeah, this is a qualifier for it. Because
Yeah,
it
it's
should
an
be-
auto qualifier. Yeah.
Well, when you attach that much money to it, people are going to show up to play it for sure. Because I know some Austin and Houston guys have been showing up for the monthlies, right?
Correct.
And
Yeah.
So
I would say the Jazzy Circuit scene in Texas is by far the most strong.
I'd say
more strong than anywhere else in the country.
I'd say even at Free Play, I know Arlington is kind of the Third Strike location. Although you can find games here, Richardson or Arlington. It's
I
been
see people from driving up from Austin.
yeah, it's
to
been
come
it's
play.
been slowly growing. So
Well,
I
that's
mean,
the thing. That all the Texas Jazzy Circuit TOs,
Yeah.
myself included, have coordinated to make sure that we don't overlap dates, so players can drive to each of them. It meant that Mutant XP actually had to approach us and be like, "Hey guys, slow down. You're a bit too organized. You're going to get all 6 of the qualifiers. Can we just
yeah.
work on this schedule?" And we agreed. So, but we did get an auto qualifier as part of that, which is very nice.
Well, that will also be part of the World Fighting Games.
And we
Spring
still
Series
won all 6 of
2019.
those qualifiers.
Yeah, by all means, keep coming out and winning those spots. Come out here. Then, of course, the granddaddy. Actually, you know what? We'll save this one to the end. Side tournaments. You've got Tekken Tag. We've got Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, Garo Mark of the Wolves, and Mortal Kombat 2. Those are all side tournaments. I believe it's entry fee and some swag from Free Play, right?
Yes.
So not massive pots or anything, but they will be competition there. They will be fun to play in. So if you want to play those on the side, by all means, you're welcome to. Win some swag, maybe win a couple of bucks here and there. And then finally, we are talking about, hang on, we're being waved at real quick.
It's like he has a god mic. He could
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
saying.
oh, he's shaking
the
the
big
camera.
man.
Carlos does a super.
The big man
camera's
needs some
gonna
room.
shake
Yeah,
too.
Carlos is mash and tap over there and all kinds of things. But yeah, speaking of tap, that is in Super Turbo, and that is the main event at Spring Series. So last year was a pretty massive tournament. We had, let's see, how big was the tournament? How many entrants did we have?
I don't remember. I want to say it was 90 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it
It
was-
was not as big as Combo Breaker last year.
Which is another huge ST
Right.
tournament too.
And
so.
that's generally the most entries. Although I don't know. I never know. You know, after my experience at Red Bull in Boston, I never know how many is we signed up and how many is we actually played.
That's true. Yeah.
Um,
I know it was packed. I mean,
but everyone says it was the biggest, and I do believe them.
the eyeball test.
It was the one that I hated missing because of the engagement afterwards.
Right, yeah. Well, I know Free Play Arlington was packed last year at Spring Series. I don't know the exact count, but there was a lot of people there, and the competition was extremely good.
Yes.
Were you there last year? You were here yet? Were you?
No, I was not. It did not arrive yet.
Okay. Well,
In my first spring series.
well, you missed out on quite an event.
Yeah, I saw the videos.
It's
The
gonna
VODs
be
are up on YouTube.
yeah. It's the whole archive's there. It's gonna be even bigger this year because we have.
I'll post the link in the chat.
Yeah, we have 3 qualifiers on West and East Coast again. Cali and East Coast, or wait, Cali and New York, which is kind of counts. It's basically the same thing, right? Cali on the West Coast, New York on the East Coast, and then we've also got 5 Japanese invites that we will go into later. That is going to be more than last year where we had 4, I believe, right? I guess 5 if you count Tomo, but he was still living in California.
That's
so.
correct. Yeah, we got a bonus one.
Yeah, we got a bonus one last
Basically,
year.
all of North America got a bonus Japanese player when Tomo
Right.
was in town in country for school.
And I think he wound up making top 8, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
But yeah, he unfortunately I don't think he's going to be here this year. But we have 5 Japanese invites this year. We will get to those guys later. And just to kind of go into that, you weren't here at Spring Series last year, right?
No, I was not.
All right, so you're here now. You're basically playing ST a metric buttload all the time here with us now. I see you at Richardson. I see you randomly at Arlington. You grind away on Fightcade time to time. What's your story? Why are you here? Why are you playing ST with us?
Pretty much, I started. It pretty much started. To start from the very beginning when Street Fighter V disappointed me.
This is my story too.
Let's go ahead and just stop it right there. We don't need to say any more. But
and I started looking for other outlets. You know, my quest to find a fighting game for me to really just like sink my teeth into. Because I love Street Fighter 4.
Right.
And then I took a bit of a break, and then I thought 5 was going to be it, right? And essentially, I played a little bit of Tekken 7, and you know, I love Tekken 7, but sidestepping is something that's just not in my blood.
dude, it's so hard, man. That game is so hard. I love Tekken.
I
but I'm
love
so
playing
bad
it, but
at
dude, I just won't. Like my mind just won't let me
I
learn
just
to sidestep.
I can't grasp it, man. It's a great game, and I love watching it, but I'm so bad at it.
And I've always loved Street Fighter, so when the 30th anniversary came out, I was like, I gotta play, right? It's gonna have online play for like the 4 big games, and at the time I kept watching Haas. Shout-outs to Haas TX, Texas, and Austin.
He should be here for Spring
One
Series
of the
again, by
godfathers
Yeah.
of our scene here.
Yeah, he was one of the early believers.
No one
in it.
actually like traveled here
Really?
until Haas brought Jesse out. Not this Jesse,
Yeah.
but
Jumpsuit?
Jumpsuit Jesse. Yeah. And we didn't know who he was, to be honest with you.
Hey, well, just
He's very, very good.
just to kinda-
Unusually good with Fei Long,
Long.
Yeah.
was this Jesse character that we got randomly brought to our arcade.
but to kind of go off that second place at Kumite when one of our own beat him in the grand finals. Just kinda-
Eventually.
Eventually, it was a great set, but I'm gonna brag about our scene a little bit because got to. We've grown a little bit. We're a little stronger. We're still scrubs, but we're getting there. Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that was Sean Crane. He may scheduled to appear
He's
later.
scheduled to appear later.
Hey.
Scheduled to appear.
We learned to not hold our breath, but at least some of his coworkers are here.
As long as his ear stays intact.
That's true. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry to cut you off. You
Oh,
were
no, you're
watching
good, man.
Haas stream. And
I was watching Haas stream, and then Haas was playing it, and he invited me to play in one of the lobbies. And I was playing, and I told him I only play Super Turbo. Like Haas loves Hyper Fighting.
Yeah.
and to me,
Another
Hyper
awesome
Fight-
game, though. It's an awesome
I
game.
hate Hyper Fighting.
Do you don't like it? You like
It's
the CPS one
it's
stuff?
molasses, dude. It's like-
I don't know. It's faster compared to the other CPS.
Oh, yeah,
ones,
no,
so
for sure.
But yeah.
But yeah, I played. I told him, yeah, let's play Super Turbo, and I don't even know how. Like Chris was in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Chris, do you remember that?
What was that?
You were in the
Absolutely,
you
I
were in the
remember that.
chat. But dude, like, what the hell were you doing in the chat other than like watching the stream?
It's Haas. Haas went live.
It was so weird because, like, Haas. I love Haas's stream, but it's not like Haas's stream has like a ton of people.
All right.
It
so
has like a couple people, and it just happened to be Chris in the chat.
if anybody knows Haas, they know he plays Zangief, right? He's
Yeah.
playing Zangief all the time. When he streams and he's playing ST, here comes Zangief.
Here comes.
Dallas has a very famous wrestling
Oh.
family
That's true.
that all went by a very Russian name of Von Erich. They're clearly part of the inspiration for Zangief and his Russian wrestling motif. In fact, their finishing move is the Iron Claw, which you see, the face grabber, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the reason that I go nuts every time in the arcade someone actually pulls off that move. Even though it's just a simple throw with Zangief, right?
It's usually
It's
a
normal.
messed up 360 that they happen to get a
Yeah.
grab on.
Or they're
Correct.
just trying to do a random normal.
Correct. But I want to see like a Zangief not only play, but finish him off in true Dallas Von Erich fashion with the Iron Claw. So I went every time I go on Haas's stream, I am there chanting for the Iron Claw. That's why I was there. And there was one other person there watching with me. It was Stormgeist, a.k.a. Jesse.
Sturmgeist.
Sturmgeist.
That's you.
I don't even know.
Oh,
Yeah,
was it?
that's
Pretty good link.
my tag. I don't even know what happened, but like I forgot who. Like I'm pretty sure Chris asked me where are you from, and I was like Maryland. And then I told him, but you know I used to live out in Texas, and immediately as soon as he heard Texas, he saw blood, and he was like, try to get me out of
Yeah,
here,
it's
right?
like,
Try to get
hey,
me
right
outta
now,
here."
come on.
Yeah,
Right now,
pretty
what
much come out. And he's like you legit asked. He gave me his phone number like over the Twitch Messenger thing because he was like, next time you come out, next time you're anywhere near here,
Yeah.
you're coming here.
Well, dude, that's the thing. Like, that's one of the things about the spring series, and honestly, like the Super Turbo scene here. Period. Like, if we hear you're interested in the game whatsoever, the red
You're
carpet
in.
will be rolled
You're in,
out
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Especially if Chris hears it,
Oh,
he'll get your
yeah.
phone number. He'll get your
Chris will
favorite
come
character.
knock on your door.
He'll get a list of your worst
Literally knock-
fears.
Wake you
And-
up
yeah.
on Saturday morning.
Yeah, he'll be there with bells on to get you out here to come play. So that's
Like-
kind of
like
encompasses the entire scene and shows like how
What I-
much it's actually grown into this form of the spring series, which is this giant event. It's turning into.
That's what I love about the scene is that, I mean, Chris being like the head of bringing people in, like, dude, Chris will give you no excuse not to come play. Your excuse has to be, I just don't want to play.
Yeah,
like,
it's
right.
like he gives you no
Well,
reason not to come out.
Like right now, we've got it running on 2 verses and I think the Blast, right?
Or
at least 2 verses.
Mr. Trilogy is still on the blast.
Okay, so At some point, it'll probably be another ST setup.
Probably.
So on busy nights at Richardson, you'll
for
have
sure.
3 ST setups going.
For
so
sure.
And
there's-
all of them just cranking.
yeah, there
Oh,
will
yeah. Yeah,
always be
constantly.
games to be played. So yeah, you basically you caught wind of it, and he harassed you into, hey, come to Texas and play with all these guys that play this game so much, this 20-plus-year-old game
Pretty much.
that are still playing the hell out of it. Because I mean, you've been at this what? We started off with it. And this was even before my
Like
time.
3.5 years I've been at this.
Playing Anniversary Edition, right? Or Hyper, and then in a stand-up.
Hyper for stand-up for just a little bit. Yeah, the third version of Street Fighter 2. Then we moved to ST for the Spring Series 1, which was actually on real ST, but it was on Turbo 2
Oh.
in an American cab.
Uh-oh.
We didn't know what we were doing.
So Big
but-
Blue, right? It was in a Big Blue?
Yeah, it was in
Okay.
Big Blue.
Jesus.
Nobody traveled out for it. Nobody knew about it. Chris Wilson won. There was a
The legend.
It was actually a very well-attended tournament.
Yeah.
It hit its cap, right? 64, and a great time. Sean Crane showed up for the first time there. Me and Beltran had met each other a few weeks earlier, and one of the community group members who no longer posts had labeled him, what was it? Swole Latino dude. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he has a name, and I'm pretty sure it's Mike.
Must have been
Little
a
did I
while
know.
back, if that's what the description.
Yeah, little did I know that it would turn into all of this.
Right, yeah. That was, like I said, that's before my time, too. And I've been, I've been around for about 1.5 years, 2 years-ish now.
And that was part of it, man. When I got here, I was freaking shocked, like, to see that many people. I don't know if Chris remembers, the first night I was here at Richardson, I told him, I said, I'd never, because he was handing out cards to get people in line,
Yeah.
right? Because we only had that one setup.
Right, yeah, it's not, because it's all free play here, hence the name.
Yeah.
But you've still got a rotation. I mean, you remember playing in arcades, you put the quarter up.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do that here, but we have playing cards, which your patented technique where you hand them out, basically.
Right.
Next card up, next card up, next card up.
And I saw that, and I was like,
Yeah, literally playing cards.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many people playing to the point where we need a system to make sure everybody gets a turn.
Right.
You know, on an arcade. Well, like not in a long time, right? Like back in the day, people swarmed arcades, but I haven't seen that in such a long time.
Right.
Well, even if you line it up, if you have 16 players, that's the entire marquee.
Yeah.
And they're all just quarters, so you don't even know whose is who. You just like trust system. Grab
Well,
a
no, that was the
quarter.
thing. You knew mentally. You knew
knew,
what that quarter
yeah.
looked like back in the day.
Right.
Yeah?
You
Here's-
knew who kind of put it up
Here's
there.
my bicentennial quarter. I'm gonna put up here.
I got this special notch in all of mine where I know it's mine. You know?
Mine's the Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
The one
Chuck E.
that goes in
Cheese
there,
token.
use a string to kind of get it
Oh,
back
yeah.
out.
Cheating the system.
I think we finally taped up our yen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got the button. You got the button now. You're
Right.
Just take care of it that way.
Yeah, when it first hit the floor, the Versus City, you could add your yen to it if you so desired.
I think I still got my 50 yen piece that you gave me
Oh.
last trip.
Oh yeah, okay. So the producer is saying I should tell everybody why you guys are now professional broadcasters. Most of you, now, Jesse was not involved in last year's Spring Series, but Jeremy, you were. Nick, you were the producer. A handful of us straight from the community all volunteered our time
Yeah.
to help with the stream, and it was a madhouse.
Yeah, I don't even work for free play. I'm here. And I'm doing what I do because I love Super Turbo. So
Yeah, we were all rank amateurs. I just got back from Japan. I still had a bunch of coins left, so I literally pulled out a bunch of 1 yen pieces. They're like plastic. I think they are plastic. They're pretty flimsy looking.
yeah,
They are almost worthless, like less than a penny.
Oh, it's
and-
like it's, yeah. You're right,
Yeah.
right.
So I handed out 1 yen to all of my volunteers and deemed them all professional broadcasters. So here we are.
Yeah, that's my one-time fee. I never need another amount right there because you got that while you were in Japan on your quest to the mecca of ST over there, basically.
It truly was.
There was a question. Details on the location, who's responsible. So it's Free Play Arcade.
Arlington.
Arlington is where Spring Series will be held. Free Play has 3 locations. Go ahead, Chris. You
there's
work
two-
there. You
okay,
pitch it.
There's 3 locations: Free Play Arlington,
do it.
Richardson, Denton. We are a barcade, if you will. It's $10 to get in the door. Everything is free, as you might expect with the name. And Super Turbo is a featured game at every single location, and that will continue to be the case as we expand into Free Play Fort Worth.
That's 4 locations. Coming
Yeah.
soon.
So Free Play and ST have been tied at the hip for quite some time, basically since that first tournament, and it was such a big hit, and we found the game that we truly, truly loved. And here's the thing about ST, and everybody who plays ST knows this. It's never better than the arcade. You learn it best at the arcade. Like, it's great
Yeah,
if you live in Iowa to play on
Maryland.
Fightcade
Or Maryland,
Maryland.
yeah.
Like it's great. It's
Right. It's your best option.
It's your best option. You need it. Like it keeps the game alive. Bless Fightcade for existing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't compare to the arcade, and that's why we have Noun driving in from Kansas all the time. We have all these players coming in. You know, we've turned this into a capital of ST in North America.
Yeah, I mean, when I came to come visit, I mean, part of me wanted to come move back to Texas anyway because, like, you know, my friends are here, my brother's here and stuff. But then I saw, like, dude, playing on like these arcade cabs, and it's not just playing on the cab. It's like the fact that we're a community here, and you guys were teaching me so much, like, in person, right? And that's what I was telling, like, my brother who started playing ST recently. I tell him, like, dude, because of the community, people can level up so fast, you know, and you can learn you can catch up to a decent level pretty quickly simply due to the fact that there's so many people who play here and everybody is willing to help you out.
Yeah, no, and there's so much varying skill here because some people have been playing Street Fighter for a long time. Some people, this is literally like one of their first fighting games or their first Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, and the way I've always said it too is this is an older game, so you can't really be elitist. You want to keep it alive. You need to invite people to come play it, and that's kind of your whole main goal with I know
everything.
With everything.
With the arcade as well, and Super Turbo is a unique game in that it's just best here, no matter what. You get all your best practice here. You get your best competition here.
Yep.
Everything points you back to the arcade, so it's a perfectly symbiotic relationship, which is why ST will never go away at free play.
I mean, it's the camaraderie too. Like, I mean, I love the game, but everyone that I've met too.
You were describing the lines, right? That we had to get cards out for. If you want to know. If you haven't been to Texas, but you have made the trip to Japan, I would compare it most to Hey Arcade. They have, it's in the Akihabara district. They have two, not head-to-head, but two linked sets of cabs playing ST at 10 yen. So the price, negligible. So basically a dime. Play all you want. Let me tell you, it is tournament-level play every single moment there.
Cutthroat, right?
That's
yeah,
awesome.
because it's so cheap that everybody can play, so everybody's dropping by on their lunch break, and you got literally the best players in the world there just banging it out every day. And the cost is not 10 yen. It's the time that it takes you to get back on the machine, and that's the way it is here at Richardson.
Yeah.
Like, you want to win because, especially on a Saturday night,
You want to stay
I
on.
just want to play again.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why at Richardson, like, on a busy night, you'll have 3 setups going. Like, it's turned into stand-up Big Blue American Parts and kind of a Sanwa rig Big Blue into a Blast City, or now into, 2 versus cities and a Blast City on a busy night. So
That's correct.
But, Richardson has 2 versus cities head-to-head setups. Busy nights, you'll have 2 ST. Otherwise, it'll be CVS2. But usually, most nights, it's flipped over to ST.
So most nights that you're here because you're a ST player,
Right.
and you know, CVS2 occasionally gets played.
Which is, hey, it's another solid game. But ST is just, the revival here has just been so organic, too. It's it just keeps growing.
I always love when people ask, every single time people even maybe come close to asking how big the scene is, Chris always slams down, we're the biggest outside of Japan.
We are.
I know, but you know, you're so proud of it. You should let them know, and then they sit there in disbelief, like, really? Like, because
Well, I mean, but it also it's look around, you know.
Yeah.
And
When I say that, I'm usually surrounded by
Yeah,
25 of my closest ST buddies.
Exactly. So to them, it's kind of surreal for them. If they're even remotely interested in Street Fighter, they look around and they go, "Damn!" Like they're standing in the biggest scene, you know, outside of Japan. Like,
Right.
And look,
it's crazy.
And there's great, and that's not a knock on, like the East or the West Coast
Oh,
of
yeah.
how good they are. Like, those players,
Yeah.
the ones we're going to introduce later, they're freaking phenomenal.
Mhm.
And down here, we're definitely still learning.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
goodness.
Oh,
let me
wow.
finish my thought. But there's a ton of people to play here, and the more people that we have interested in the game, the more we're playing with, the better we're going to get. And it's become a destination. I mean, hell, Josh C. came down here just on his own, just hang out with us and
The
play ST with us.
destination is so big.
Yeah.
We have celebrities walking into the building just out of nowhere.
who you just may see play later tonight, right here. Mr. Mike B himself, also fresh off his trip from California, which we'll
Well,
talk about later.
I think this is a good time to transition to our first to 5.
Yeah, we're going to do some.
Absolutely.
Since we have another
There we go.
co-broadcaster.
I don't think we have anyone else to take this mic. I'm just gonna leave it on the table.
Let's.
Yeah, just-
All right, we're going to see Jesse James up against Arthur playing Honda, I believe, because the. Yes, we've started. You're
Yeah.
you're right on time, dude. You're right on time.
Hello, hello.
So what we're going to do, we're going to have first to 5. We're going to talk about the New York qualifier, our satellite qualifier. Satellite. We're going to have our New York satellite winners,
I got
LA satellite winners, and talk about all the Japanese players. In between those, we're going to have some first to 5 exhibitions. And first up is going to be Jesse and Arthur Williams playing Honda. The Honda that actually beat Arturo Sanchez and took away my dream of having NYC Furby get flown out here. I mean, I hope he shows up anyway just because he plays the same colored Dawson as I do.
That's true. I
Where
mean,
did Lord Beltran go? He's supposed to commentate
put his
this
jacket
thing.
up. He's an OG too, so.
Hello. I had to go jack it off real quick.
I can see that.
What?
So unfortunately, the Jerry is not feeling great. We were going to have him play. The one that, if you've been down here, he's the one that's laughing, win or lose.
He's the most in temperament close to Odo-chan that we have. He laughs, win or lose, pop off every time, win or lose.
Gives you props no matter what.
I love playing with the Jerry. Even when it's frustrating, I love it.
Hopefully he's feeling better, but we're going to have Arthur sit in his place. Like you said, at the New York qualifier, he did beat Sabin himself. Ochio looped him and knocked him out of the tournament. Speaking of, thank you, NYC Furby Sabin, for streaming that. That was a great quality stream. It was awesome to follow along live. Thank
I'm
you
going
so
to go
much
post his YouTube link.
Yeah, follow him on YouTube.
It's twitch.tv/NYC Furby is his Twitch channel.
Yes.
But I'll post up the YouTube link.
Follow his Twitch, follow his YouTube. He's a guy that loves retro stuff, and he pays like top dollar to record and capture that as best as possible. So if you're into any of these old school games, he's definitely someone to follow. And again, thanks for following. Thanks for streaming for us out there in New York. We appreciate it, Arturo.
So which one of them refused to do Zangief stage?
I'm gonna guess it was Arthur. Yeah, Jesse just pointed it that way. You didn't want top speed. He didn't want top speed.
Slow it down for the old man.
All right, we are doing a first to 5 here. Honda Claw. I hope they both lose.
Indeed.
All right, so again, Jesse, he plays on Fightcade a lot. He's been grinding a lot, but he's also grinding a lot here in person since he moved down here. Gotten a lot better. He plays a scumbag character for sure, but he's definitely been putting in some work with this scumbag character. Meanwhile, Arthur, one of the area's best Street Fighter 4 players.
Plays all the scumbag characters.
Yeah, that's true. He plays basically every fighting game, and he picks some of the scummiest characters alive. But he's Ochio in the corner. Don't do that, Jesse. But meanwhile, yeah, he's Arthur's recent employee of Free Play. He went out to the New York qualifier. He ran that one. Again, knocked Arturo out. Did some gatekeeping while he was up there, as did his girlfriend, Dina. She did pretty solid, too, from what I remember.
4th place in Vampire Savior.
That's right. There was
New
a
York.
VSAV, right? There was a VSAV
right.
tournament the day before. So, meanwhile, that's a stun for Claw. The only bad thing about him, basically, uses the super to get out of the corner. Ooh, slapped out of the air. Jesse getting a little too crazy with those wall dives. Great flip kick. Double flip kick.
Oh,
Nice. I mean, gross. Disgusting.
right.
I hate this game. Ugh. Gross. All right, round apiece here in game 1.
Game 1 of our exhibition of why not to play Super Turbo.
Yeah, you guys interested in this game? Don't watch this matchup.
Hello. I'm here.
Yeah, we know, man.
I'm here, guys.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
You're going to be playing later tonight, correct?
Am I really?
I believe so. You are on the docket against Yuki and his new kin.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, we have a run sheet here.
We do, yeah.
How about that?
Professionals over here.
Big lead here from Arthur.
There's notes.
Again, that's a really smart way to play the claw matchup. You put yourself in the corner and you down back, especially with
right.
Honda. And then you react and stand block a claw dive, maybe slap him out of the air.
Anything to get rid of that cross-up potential.
See, usually when I play this matchup as Ryu, I don't mind being cornered in this one because I know it's one less guess because I only have to block one way.
Yeah, as Dalsum, I know I can stand jab or back jab his dive when I'm in the corner, and it looks really cool when it's a not command jab.
Right. All right, it's party time. Knockdown again. He's out. Slide. Oh, that's so brutal.
Big lead.
Good call out there on the headbutt.
Nice reaction with the flip, too.
Oh, this is a scramble situation. Jesse gets out of it.
I'm wondering how long it would take for you to turn your back on Jesse once he started playing.
I got a broadcast with him all night. Another scramble. Oh, Ochio'd.
There you go.
Gross. But it's Claw, so well played.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. First round in this second game for Arthur. He's already up 1-0. Ooh, good snag. In the corner, though, baits the butt dive. Ooh, some hitbox shenanigans there. Good headbutt there from Arthur.
Yeah, so that jab headbutt is completely invincible in startup. That's why I use it. There's 1 or 2 frames where you have a hitbox, no hurt box, and then perfect anti-air.
Great tool in this matchup. Oh, gets the super. Gets him out of the corner, so.
Too far to Ocho.
See what the follow-up here is. Oh, baits the butt slam. Great call out right there. Yeah, earlier that was the one Arthur headbutted because he suspected that. But in that case, Arthur dies if he guesses wrong, so he might as well go for the safer option. Didn't really matter.
Oh, right into
But
Ocho.
he was storing that one since 2 games ago. Oh, crossed up. What's the follow-up? That's a good block there from Arthur. Jesse hitting with that normal of the week.
Oh, duck strong. I don't need to see it anymore.
Duck strong. Ooh, walk up Ocho.
1 chance to reversal.
Oh,
Nice.
reversal throw. The ball's on this man.
So
Oh.
Honda was way too close there. He should be out of range of the reversal throw.
Playing with fire a little bit there, Arthur was, but he survives it. He's up 2-0.
Will we see Cammy by Arthur?
I think we're sticking with Honda.
This is by design.
Oh, by design.
See, it was supposed to be the Jerry, and that guy.
That's right.
That guy is Honda in real life, at least
Okay.
according to in his DNA with how much he plays the character.
That's true.
So I think probably overall in ST, Arthur has more experience. He's played throughout the years.
Sure.
But not hardcore a lot all the time. It's never been his main game, I don't believe.
Stored super. In terms of recent, Jesse's probably played more.
I agree.
But
And I think he has more I think his character of Claw is more practiced than Arthur's Honda. It's just Arthur's so savvy.
Ooh.
He's not going to drop anything.
right. And Arthur plays Honda. He was known for his Honda in Street Fighter 4, so the game plan obviously is kind of similar. They're completely different games, so he can down back is what I'm saying, and that's
Absolutely.
very important with Honda. So, and he's clearly got the Ocho down. Oh, got caught by the
he should have
super.
punished.
Yeah, that could have been a punish. That's not a great super. Oh, and the hands take him out. 3-0 from Arthur. Let's see if Jesse can adjust here.
I think I'm watching these matches. I'm seeing Jesse play really well. I think it's just nerves, to be honest with you.
Part of it, that's it, and he's not coming ahead in the scramble situations. In this matchup, that happens quite a bit. And if Honda wins those, he typically wins the match because he gets a ton of damage out of it.
Oh
and
yeah.
Whatever
Here comes
setup.
Ocho. You're 1 hit from stun.
Yeah.
Jesse does have the scarf of the night, though.
Always. He's got the pendant of the night too. We'll have to see that in the chat.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
He's got some jewelry going?
Oh yeah.
Okay, some bling. All right, I'm down. I'm about.
He set his actual claw down on the table before he played too.
Oh, okay.
He usually walks around with that and a mask. But he didn't want to show that to the stream. He's saving that for the actual Spring Series tournament.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
He needs to look at exactly how Claw punishes the Honda Super.
I'm
Because
telling you,
Arthur's using it a lot.
He is, yeah. But I will say Jesse's consistently hitting that double flip kick.
Oh well, yeah, no.
He could not do that when he first started playing here, for sure. I know that.
Right. This is a practiced and dedicated Claw player. As scummy as that sounds, like he comes by it natural.
Oh! Chases it down.
There you go. That's a nice punish.
Not a terrible idea from Arthur just to get out, but even if he doesn't, he's got to block the claw dive anyway, so he was in trouble.
I think that Jerry likes to do his medium butt slam right there.
Jerry
and everywhere, to be honest with you.
Well, Jerry does hands a lot on wake up too. He gets a ton of chip off of it. So
and he will also be charging butt slam, which always comes out reversal right afterwards.
The grab. Another flip kick. What's the follow? Oh, he missed the claw dive. Not terrible though. He does have the lead.
Sitting on super too.
Yeah, he goes in. Oh yeah, that's a punish. It's a great tool for Claw in this matchup.
Good job just taking advantage of your life lead.
Oh,
a little savvy here from Jesse.
Yeah, he played it smart. I mean, no rush. He had the life lead. If Honda has to walk forward and he doesn't have anything stored, he's typically in trouble, especially when he's down in life. So
momentum could be turning. I will say this, from this view of Jesse right now, he looks like Speed Racer. From this view, from the backside. I don't know if he heard me or not, but he does look like Speed Racer.
He chuckled, so maybe.
Okay.
All right, 3-1 here. Arthur's still up. Free Play's own Arthur. Not playing Street Fighter 4, but playing some Super Turbo. Ooh, caught him with the super. Man, this is the most I think I've seen Honda super hit, like ever, in any set in the history of the universe.
Wow.
I say that because I'm a Ryu player, and like, you know, that's, even if it hits me once, I can just short Yukin it right after it anyway, so. About even on life here. Gets Ocho, baited the reversal kicks. Arthur sniffed that one out this time. Got thrown by it. First round here for Arthur. Good jump back, fierce. Good block on the claw dive. So I see Arthur, or sorry, I see Jesse, again, using that normal of the week. Shout-outs to Nate in the chat. He's using that duck strong quite a bit, but I know up close, typically don't you want to do maybe crouch medium kick and then link 2, or at least link 1 to get him away from you, I would think.
Man, I am not the claw player to know. Beltran, you play a scummy character. What about you? You know?
Who? I don't play claw.
All right.
Round apiece here in game 4. Game 5, excuse me. In the corner, not a terrible spot for Arthur, but he has a huge life disadvantage. Ooh, good jump challenge there. Oh, that could have been trouble. I don't think Arthur had an Ochio. That might have been too far away. Oh, all right. I think he was trying to walk under there, but he couldn't get under. Great reversal. Oh, my God.
A little early.
That's
a little early.
My
early.
goodness.
That was it.
That was an
Classic
Ochio.
ST right there.
That was a little early on that.
Oh, my goodness. It's a scramble.
Oh, my God.
What did
Momentum
I just
is
see?
turning.
Exclamation clip on that baby. Get to work, Beltran bot.
So that's 3-2, and that again, that was a scramble situation right there, which happens in this matchup.
Absolutely.
Jesse won it as calmly as he possibly could have, and he came out ahead.
Well, and I'm pretty sure Arthur was trying to bait the reversal flip kick from Claw there,
Well,
which he's already seen in this match, so he
Yes.
knows he can do it.
Yes, so
Classic ST.
Jesse's got to keep
There
that
it
in
is,
his
right
mind.
there. Speak of the devil.
Ooh, okay, that's not a terrible trade for Jesse. Ooh, slapped out of the air. Loses
Nice
the life
flip
lead.
again.
Ooh, great little stored super. He can walk forward with the store a little bit there, right? And he caught the claw on the cross-up. Ooh, jump in.
Can he flip through the headbutt and then follow that up with a reversal flip
Oh!
kick? What
That-
even hit him? Does that stand fierce?
He right there. Well, what Jesse did, he did the torpedo.
Yes.
It hit, but it didn't kill him. So
Yeah.
you know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of Claw's weirdest moves.
Yes. You,
You
don't
can
see
actually
it go-
extend it too, and you can take the claw and put it further out in make an even longer hitbox, and then do no damage.
I was gonna say you just don't see it very often.
Because it's not safe.
Huge life disadvantage here, but he's got the knockdown. This could be trouble for Arthur. Got
Nice.
the knockdown again. Oh, that was a
Oh.
great bait, but he could not punish. Oh, no super.
Needs to get out of there.
Oh,
And he did.
caught it.
All right.
I wonder if that was supposed to be super
This
on
is-
that
that-
grab there.
This is a lesson to all claw players out there. Every jump, super. Every single one of them.
Well, I'm assuming he was trying to. He might have just messed up the input.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
might have
just
killed.
one of those things. Like, when Mao grabs you, it's a super buddy.
God, that was disgusting watching him play StarCraft. He just makes this character look even more infuriating than he
Yeah.
already is.
You know, Jesus is not far behind making it look infuriating.
Oh, man.
When he wants to turn it on, it gets awful.
I mean, it's just, he just,
I created that monster, by the way. When he played Claw in the early days of our scene, he was determined to not do wall dives, and I actually stopped him down, and I was like, look, we're going to travel, and no one's going to spare us the wall dives. You're our one Claw player.
you need
Please
the wall
learn.
dive.
Please learn it.
This
Please
is
be
before
a-
Jesse's time, so yeah.
I know you're a man of God, Jesus. Please be a scumbag.
What's funny is the more Jeremy talks about claws, I feel his heat radiating from his body.
Dude, we don't even have Boxer on screen yet. Then you're going to see me get angry.
So like my right arm is starting to sweat just
Starting to
'cause of him.
singe right here.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, dude. You know?
If you really wanted to make me angry, put Carlos on here afterwards with his Boxer, and I'd be infuriated.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So-
there's a stun. All right, so round apiece here. This is potential game round here for Arthur. Let's see what he's got here. Jesse's been adjusting pretty well, but Arthur's been staying the course for the most part. Very patient player. Been baiting out some punishes. Gets that Ochio again. No response. Oh, another counter throw. Oh, get him out of the air. Oh, another reversal butt slam. I think that was 3 in a row. Oh, that's going to hurt. Yep. He had that one stored. All right, Jesse down to his last hope here. He has a super. Oh, that should have been one right there, I'm
sick.
pretty sure.
Maximize damage. Extra scumbag.
Ooh, snagged him. This isn't over. Slide, not quite in time. Oh, the jump back, and he gets clipped.
This is a lot to build on, though.
Yes.
A lot to build on.
That's a 5-2 for free play zone. Arthur taking down Jesse.
No, if you're supering every time you go up to the wall dive, even though it's more difficult, it's so much more damage. It makes Claw so much scummier. There's a lot of good tape for Jesse to look back at in that first to 5.
There's a couple supers he could have hit that could have changed things around. That was a good adjustment, though, by both of them, for sure.
Yep.
Sure. All right. Well, we are going to have a line change after that one.
I'm going over the wall.
Chris is leaving. Beltran's leaving. Are you leaving?
I'm
You're
leaving. Oh, where are we going?
Not here. You got to start warming up for your match, man. You got to start stretching, you know? You got to do the
Whoa.
Goldberg, you know?
Where am I going?
You're going to go play on player 2 side, I guess.
Well, not
Oh,
yet.
all right.
Yuki's not here yet. So.
Oh, so I'm just going to warm up and
I mean,
do
you can
things?
play. There's a setup. We got some casuals going while we're talking, you know?
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to play.
Okay. Well, here. Well, see you in a bit.
So I completely lost track. What was the count?
5-2.
All right. Sounds good.
There were a few
It was
instances.
I think the score was FREE.
No, that was some good
That
adjustment
was
on,
terrible, dude.
on both of your hands. There's a couple times where you could have supered to win a round or a match. You got to grab instead. I don't know if you
Yeah.
had done the input or not, but I mean, there were some good adjustments. You baited quite a few reversal flip kicks into Ochio. I think you hit at least a dozen overall.
At the same time, it felt like every time I went for the jab, that was when you'd go for the reversal. My
Really?
favorite was when the two of us were just standing there.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
nothing.
I thought, I sat there for like 3 seconds, or you guys sat there for 3 seconds, like, where's the Ochio? Where's the Ochio? Where's the Ochio? But I was saying in that matchup, though, it's like a lot of that is in those scramble situations, like whoever comes out on top is going to win that matchup. Honda gets all of his damage in those situations for the most part.
Yes.
So if you can come out ahead, get a knockdown, and get the
Yeah.
fuck away, you're generally in better shape.
Yeah.
So,
my plan was to stop the wall diving nonsense somehow.
right? You had some
And
great
then-
blocks. You had some great blocks.
Yeah.
Ride it out to completion. I
always-
had some lucky blocks.
Hey, in the claw matchup, sometimes that's what you need, honestly. Like, straight up.
I don't even want to tell you my secret, but I'm going to anyway.
That's fine.
I decide if I'm going to block left or right as soon as I see him go to the wall, and don't even bother trying to figure out where he's actually going.
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
had a few jab headbutts, though, I thought.
Yeah, no, but those aren't blocks, though. Those are,
So you've already mentally said on this knockdown, I'm doing this jab headbutt.
yeah, I plan things out way too long in advance, and sometimes it pans out, and sometimes it doesn't. I am not capable of reacting to Claw. He is so fast.
Well, I noticed that's why you switched off USSR, too, right? I mean, you didn't want him at Mach speed, pretty much, right?
I just feel that Vega gets distinctive advantage on any stage with a chain link fence.
That's true, too, yeah.
You can jump on it. I always tell people, like, I know how to play against Jerry, but I don't know how to play against Honda.
Oh, here's your money, sir. Here's your Beltran bucks. Your free play currency. Now, it's
There you
real.
go.
It's real money at Spring
Real
Series.
Beltran
it is.
dollars.
It's real currency at Spring Series, but on any other night, you get the free play currency itself of the man that you saw that just left the camera, Michael Beltran himself. I don't know what it's good for, but you know, it counts. So, before we get to New York, I mean, you guys both kind of talked about your match a little bit. You saw your end of it. What did you see? Oh, it's signed right
Signed
there.
by Michael Beltran?
Wow, that's
Oh,
worth.
man, that's
That's
probably
worth
worth a
at
lot
least
more.
twice as much.
Oh yeah, dude.
At least.
the rarest one.
Yeah. So what happened in your what did you see happen? In
Oh,
the matchup?
on the matchup. Again, I always tell people I know how to play against Jerry. I don't know how to play against Honda. I don't play any Honda.
That's part of the thing here, though. Like
Jerry's Honda is quite different from mine. He is going to get in there.
Like he plays
Whereas
Jerry. He doesn't
Yeah.
play Honda.
I want to stay away.
he's a
So-
party animal, dude. He goes in and he just.
I don't know. I fight Jerry sometimes. I think, what would I do in this situation? And then I try to beat what I would be doing, and then I lose.
Right.
Jerry's, but I can't figure him out. He's
WWJD.
everywhere.
Yeah. What would Jerry do? But yeah, I mean that's
Not
the thing here.
Ochio.
With right. Yeah. That we've been yelling at him since last Spring Series. In fact, with
He was doing it the
EDMG,
other day.
Thello, and a couple other guys yelled at him. I was like, "Hey, this is our Honda player. You need to yell at him to Ochio more and get the jab select option select down." And he's gotten a little better at it, but you know. Anyway, he couldn't be here tonight, so thank you for filling in on this Honda exhibition here.
Happy to try to Honda fools.
Yeah, it's not Street Fighter 4, but you know he's got some cheap stuff in this game for sure
He
too.
definitely
awesome in
does.
this game.
But man, if no character had a fireball in this game, he might be top tier. So
What characters do? So
a lot of and some really good ones do. So
And projectiles are really good in
that's
the game.
true. Yeah. So he's just a poor fat man that's scrambling to get in all the time.
Just trying to get by.
Just
on
trying to
some
get by.
price.
Trying to get by. All right. So that was 5-2 Arthur's favor. Good match. We're gonna have 3 more first to fives later. And we'll have casuals throughout the night too as we're talking. So next up, since you were on the mic, sir, you were recently in New York for the qualifier there.
That is true.
First of all, before we talk about the tournament, you went there with Dina, right?
I did.
What did you guys do?
Well, we did the regular touristy stuff. We spent the first couple days going to and from Next Level
Right.
Arcade. and had a good time there. And after that, we stayed in Times Square. We saw Times Square in Chinatown, Little Italy.
Like you said, tourist stuff. Yeah.
Central Park.
Right.
We got snowed on a little bit.
Oh, well.
It was. We got a
Touristy
picture
stuff.
taken with a bunch of guys in suits. There was.
What, Wall Street guys or what?
No, guys in costumes in
talking about that
Times
guy.
Square. There was an Iron Man, a Mario, the guy that took the picture. I don't remember who he was, and Chucky. Is there a new Chucky movie out? Because otherwise, why
One
does it
just
guys
got
gonna
announced,
be.
but
Okay.
I think there's a
That may
trailer.
have been
I
it.
think, but
I don't know.
Get that Chucky hype.
I
in.
guess
Shout
I guess
out-
he's excited. I
shout
don't
out
know.
to Chucky.
He might be
Cool.
one of the
All
two
right.
people on the planet excited for
No,
it, and you ran into him.
But we had a really good time
That's cool.
in New York. Ate everywhere. There was
You go to New
eatable.
York, you got to eat. You
Yeah,
know?
we went to a million coffee shops just to get coffee and dessert about half the time. That was a lot of
Right.
fun.
And they're like
I-
on every corner there,
Yes.
basically, right? So
The last I was in New York was 1995 or 6, I want to say, and it's a whole different place now,
Right.
obviously.
But you visited the Henry Sent dungeon.
Yes, I did.
The
We were there
dungeon.
for the first 2 nights in Brooklyn at Next Level Arcade, and it was a really fun place. Dungeon is an apt term. You go
Yeah.
into this, like, it's a card shop, and they have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic and
Yeah.
It's like a hobby
Pokemon
shop,
and all
right?
those stuff. And they were having an anime fighting game tournament upstairs on a bunch of PS4s, and they had a few other setups. And I'm like, I went in and I'm looking around for the arcade machines, and Henry told me, oh, they're downstairs. So we got out these narrow
In the
stairs,
dark.
and there's like this basement, so it's like twice as big as I actually expected it to be. It was a really nice place. Downstairs, they had a couple of Versus City cabinets that last year were at iFix Machine, like right across the street or
right.
so.
So some of those machines moved across the street, basically, because they
Yes.
unfortunately shut down. That was when the qualifier was held last year, I believe, for Spring
Yes, it
Series,
was.
right? So yeah, this year it was a next level. So
Yeah, these were the same machines. The first night they were playing, they were having a Darkstalk, a Vampire Savior tournament, right? So Dina and I entered, and she took 4th, I took 5th.
Nice.
There were 16 or so entrants.
that's not bad
So not a
for
bad,
for an
not a
old
bad
game like
placement.
that, you know.
Yeah, I was pleased. They ran them occasionally. I met Anthony Chu, who was running it. Anthony Chu is also running the Third Strike Jazzy Circuit, which
Oh, we were talking about him earlier. Yeah.
yeah, we host the Jazzy Circuit last-ish Sunday of the month. I think this Sunday is going to be this year. This month, I think it's going to be the 24th. Next month at the Spring Series, we're having a Jazzy Guaranteed Qualifier.
Yes, we mentioned that earlier. It's $1,500 pot,
Whoa.
$1,500
Hill.
pot, and a guaranteed Jazzy qualifier spot. Yeah, Jeff Hill's in the chat. Alpha 2. Is that going to be in one of the cabs at Wild World? I guess it depends on the.
No promises.
Yeah, I guess it depends
I
on the real estate that we've got there.
He
so.
knows I love the game. He sold me my copy of Alpha 2.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one we used in the last Alpha 2 Tuesday Night Fights tournament up in Denton. When was that?
That's
Like
the one he came down
October,
4-1,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, he won. I promised him that I'd host a tournament on his board. And he said he'd win that tournament, and we both delivered eventually. It just took a couple years.
Yeah, well, he's a big supporter. He was a Kumite. He was a Texas Showdown. He plays all the old school games around here. I'm assuming you're going to be at Spring Series again, right, Jeff? If not, talk us up and say how awesome it was last year, because we can only say it so much, you know?
So the ST tournament was the following day.
right, at next level, yeah.
Yes. I had Arturo Sanchez running the stream,
Right.
and Technical Monkey is he's like a human oscilloscope. He is so accurate at color balancing with his eyes, with nothing else. It is amazing. I was watching him work, and it was so impressive. That guy is a true. Is savant the right term?
Well, his name is Technical Monkey. He has
Yes.
technical in the name. so-
Also, I thought that Honda could never be crossed up by Chun-Li's down towards Roundhouse.
you
Philo
learn
told
something?
me that Honda could ever be crossed up by Chun-Li's down towards Roundhouse also. When I didn't know that was Philo. I was just talking about how, I don't think that could cross up Honda. Philo comes over and is like, I can't cross up Honda. I'm like, that's what I thought. And then introduced himself, whatever. Okay. Tech Monkey crossed me up with that twice. And I'm like,
Your whole worldview was
it
shattered?
has to be intentional. I don't know how he's doing it. Like, that guy is very skilled.
Yeah, he's insanely
he's
good. He was at Spring
crazy
Series last year. I think did he finish top 8? He might have finished maybe just out of it, or maybe tied for 7th, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. But he also, last year, I know there were some internet issues at Free Play Arlington, and he like jumped onto the stream, was like, here, try this, try this, try this. But he kind of goes along with what you were saying, where the guy could just see it and diagnose it, basically. So
No, he's incredible.
And he's one of our qualifiers, correct?
he is one of the qualifiers.
Let's get back to that. The New York qualifier, double elimination. I want to say there were 14 entrants. That includes Dina and myself. I lost in winner's bracket to Technical Monkey.
Right.
I lost in loser's bracket to Zoolander, both of whom qualified in second and third place.
Right.
The number 1 qualifier was Damn Die, flying F North Carolina.
Yeah, so we do have some breakdowns for that.
We'll have a little bit more about this later, but it was a tournament that we streamed the whole thing off of NYC Furby. It was a nice event. I was very happy to have been a part of it.
Yeah, it looked like it ran pretty cool. Like that, like I said, it's basically a dungeon, but there's old school candy cabs in there, and Arturo's like he's a stickler for the retro streaming stuff like that.
Oh
so
yeah,
it looked great.
He's always doing crazy stuff that's
The poverty.
interesting to
What
me.
he loves to say.
I don't know if it's interesting to everyone, but it's definitely interesting for me.
Get an update for you.
Yeah,
You don't.
Technical Monkey's actually in chat. What did you cross? He crossed you up with
Hey.
Neckbreaker.
With down towards Roundhouse when I was playing Honda, and I have no idea how you did it. That's
Yeah, because you were saying Thello told you he can't be crossed up, right?
yeah, and
So-
you just did it. I'm like, all right.
And it just shattered your worldview, right? Like,
Oh man,
well, now you know for Spring Series actually next month if you play each other and you run into him again,
Yeah,
or
he
any
was-
other Chun.
if memory serves, off of the super meaty neck breaker, he was doing it. And I think he said he did it like the wrong way, just because afterwards Chun-Li will hit the button, he'll go the wrong way,
Right.
and it can cross up. Then I guess I tried to replicate this at home, and I couldn't get it to happen.
I don't know if he's going to share the tech because that sounds pretty good.
I wish
so.
him well in his endeavors.
Now you just have to keep that in mind whenever you fight a Chun. So, but sure, yeah, we just briefly mentioned those qualifiers. We have some videos for you, complete with some voiceover. Thanks to Chase in the chat.
We'll be right back after these videos.
We
I
will
assume.
talk about it. Yeah, we'll give you a little bit of background after we show the videos. Maybe you can talk about their run in the tournament a bit, and we'll go from there.
Certainly.
The biggest shock of the free play satellites is a scrappy veteran DJ player from New York. Having knocked out the previous free play champion from New York City, Josh C., to win the final free trip to Texas, Zoo is set to break through more preconceptions. Will he leave Texas known as the best DJ player ever from the U.S.? Or will Josh C. come storming back on his own accord and get some claw revenge? We will find out in April, as anything is on the table in an open tournament.
All right, so there's our first qualifier in third place.
Zoolander.
I will say the most surprising, potentially, of our both coast
and
qualifiers
here's the
right
salt.
there.
Josh C.
There's the salt from Josh C. Tied for 9th last Spring Series. He's also here a month ago
Yeah.
playing with us. But, yeah, Zoolander, I will say he's the most surprising one, just in terms of, I mean, I know he plays, but, I mean, a lot of people thought Josh C. was going to be the other qualifier from
Someone
New York.
told me Zoolander was the best DJ in the world.
I don't know about what Noun thinks about that, but we'll.
Noun told me that actually. He's in the chat right now.
Oh, really?
Right now. He said Zoolander's the best DJ in the world.
Shout outs to Nate. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
yeah.
Nate's awesome.
So we have Zoolander playing DJ. I mean, he knocked you out of the tournament, or at least to losers, right? So just talk about his run a little
I
bit.
want to say he knocked me out.
Well, we just saw the clip where he came back on your Chun to.
Yeah, absolutely he did. And that one was annoying because I actually remember that round, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be winning. This is going to be awesome. I got this. I just got to hit him one more time, and then I'm like, oh, all right.
Well, sometimes getting that last hit in this game is so damn hard, especially
Yeah.
when they basically just they just screw it and they just go crazy, especially with a character like DJ with great
I feel
normals.
that
and
he didn't go crazy so much as
you choked.
not even that. Just he played so solid at the end. It's like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, he definitely earned that win.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that-
I did not.
That bracket, I mean, it wasn't as big as the Cali one, I don't think, but it was still stacked at the top. Like there were some
It
great
definitely
players
was.
there.
That was an incredibly stacked tournament. It
So
was a
to take
dense
third,
tournament,
to
I
take
would say.
yeah, to take third and get a qualifier, he's getting flown down here. Flight and hotel, he is in Spring Series. 2019
Awesome.
Wide World of Fighting Games.
Al-
And I'm,
along with some other talented gentlemen.
which you're going to see now. Look at that smooth transition right there.
Technical Monkey. While his gamertag origin may be the subject of some debate, one thing is not. Tech Monkey has the best Chun-Li in the United States, and his game knowledge is beyond compare in these parts. Applying his trade out of Brooklyn's vibrant ST scene, he's known to option select more than 2 moves at the same time and can tell you what's coming out, when, and why if you want to break down the footage. Also, local jewelry store Beating Dreams official favorite Super Turbo Pro.
All right, and there's second place. As we were just
The man
speaking of him,
himself.
the man himself, Technical Monkey, Chun player extraordinaire, everyone's favorite character, of
The
course.
most awesome Command and Conquer General's picture possible. He's such a badass right there.
And there-
Truly.
There you see him. He was at Spring Series last year, also one of the qualifiers during our Spring Series New York qualifiers last year. Was here last year, finished. Yeah, I think in the chat somebody said he and Afro were the 2 top placing Americans in top 8.
Mr. Nate.
So he, great Chun player. Second place again, East Coast qualifier. Hit Arthur with cross-ups he's never seen before. I mean, you've heard him. If you've heard about American ST, you know about Technical Monkey. What did you think about him playing him? He obviously crossed you up twice. How was his run of the
He
tournament?
was an incredibly solid player. I could not get in on him, and he just kept me out.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do in that particular matchup. I was playing Honda against him. He's a very strong player, also highly skilled at all things retro game related. He was great at everything he tried to do, and he was helpful to me. He told me a bunch of stuff that was useful that I've been trying to implement into our local streams. And thank you, Technical Monkey, for everything you've taught me. I look forward to seeing you at our tournaments.
Yeah, we'll see you in a month, dude. It's going to
Yep.
be fun to play you again.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see him crossing people up here in person.
Maybe or maybe not. I don't know.
Now that Arthur spilled the tech, now he
the
won't
top
be able
secret
to.
tech. I mean, I think I played him a couple times when he was here just casually, but yeah, his Chun is sick. That's a character if you're good at. If you're good with, it's extremely hard to get in, like you said.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he'll be back. He won second place in the New York qualifier, and that leaves our top spot.
Top spot from New York. The one, the only, the father of modern ST or something in America.
Shoto Man himself.
Damn Die. From the middle generation of Super Turbo players, Damn Die cut his teeth in the ST scene of New York City, traveled frequently to the arcades of Japan, and currently resides in North Carolina. He's known for winning almost every tournament imaginable stateside. Last year, he reset the brackets of the Capcom 30th anniversary tournament and almost walked away with a giant paycheck. He won the next level, New York Satellite, seemingly without breaking a sweat. He and his legendary O-Ryu look to take a piece of an even bigger
First place
prize pool
finisher in
at
the
Free
New
Play Arlington this April.
There you go.
Wait, hello? We're live, right?
There we go.
We're good? We good?
Mr. Damn Die.
Mr. Damn Die himself, first place in New York, holding the belt right there. I mean, American Street Fighter Shoto, you think Damn Die, basically. He wrote the book on a lot of Shoto tech that you can find on YouTube. I know I've looked at a lot of his stuff. When
Yeah, he has a lot of match breakdowns.
yeah, whenever I started playing this more often, coming out to free play, his stuff is a lot of the stuff that I looked up because I play New Ryu. So
He's a guy who, as I was talking about with you earlier, that he does everything he does is like some kind of option select, some kind of priority thing. He knows everything about like moves and
Yeah.
like all the technicality of like every single time he does a Tatsu or something, it's for a reason. It's not just like I'm just gonna do something.
right, he presses a button when he knows exactly what it's going to
It's
do.
super favorable, yeah.
Yeah, he does an input or a button when there's a reason for it, basically. And he took the first place spot. He got to hold our patented Tuesday Night Fights belt. I didn't even know you brought that. That was a huge, like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, he busted out the belt type thing, because everybody's like, oh, cool, yeah, I won a spot. But then everybody got salty because they didn't get to hold the belt.
Right.
Because you didn't tell anybody, I'm assuming, right? You just
No,
kind
it
of
was just kind of sitting underneath my backpack.
oh, all right, you're just kind of smuggled in. Oh, by the way, you get a picture with this bad
Yeah,
boy.
the TSA actually did not much care for the fact that I had that much metal on me.
Really.
They're like, the hell is this? And I'm like,
Smuggling just
Just
some
say- just
giant
say
wrestling
sorry.
the
belt.
belt.
I'm,
It's
a,
like-
I'm a champion,
Yeah,
and
it's-
I'm contractually obligated to like take this where I go.
They
So Beltran does.
they didn't mind the arcade board, but they didn't like the belts, and
Weird.
they didn't like something else.
I think
I don't remember what
that's
it
kind of
was.
weird because the board
Yeah.
is more prone to blowing up, I would assume.
Well,
I
you
would
could
think
do
so, but
you
I
could do
mean-
so much more with a board
But
than
it's
a
not,
freaking
I
piece
mean,
of metal.
The the metal detector, whatever they used, the spectrograph to
right.
look through it, it didn't see anything wrong with that one.
But yeah,
So
It's a bunch of circuits. What are you going to do with that?
Damn Die's old Ryu will be in Texas Spring Series 2019 Wide World of Fighting Games. What did you see whenever you saw him play? I mean, clearly he handled business.
yeah, he plays solid. At the same time, he knows so much about the game's engine that he can let a lot of things just kind of happen and
Yeah.
then capitalize on what's going on.
Yeah.
Because he very much understands the bracket, the Street Fighter 2 engine.
The game, the character
Yeah,
that
exactly.
he's playing.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, he really knows the game, like the
Yes.
engine, the way the game works.
yeah, he
A
didn't.
lot of people just kind of play, out for practice. It feels like he studied the
He
data.
breaks it down. He's broken it
Yeah.
down. And he wasn't actually at Spring Series last year, so this will be his first appearance at Spring Series. I don't know about Texas overall, maybe, but this will be his first Spring Series appearance.
I don't know about Texas in general, but I can tell you he never went to Absolute Battle.
Yeah.
I played him at Final Round 2010 in both HD Remix and Street Fighter 4. He's my first opponent in Street Fighter 4, and I tried to do my best with Honda versus. I expected Ken, but he ended up picking Ryu, and I lost.
Well, I think his original character wasn't it O-Hawk? Didn't he used to play Hawk like
Oh, I
back
mean,
in the original
This
days?
is 4.
Oh, gotcha. But he's known for his Shotos now, specifically his O-Ryu, and he will be here in Texas. So to recap, your top 3 New York qualifiers: third place Zoolander, second place Technical Monkey, first place Damn Die.
All three
all will be here.
exceptionally strong players.
Yeah, those are some of America's greatest hopes potentially against the Japanese players
The
as they will
Japanese
show up.
amazing.
Yeah.
Zoolander was the only one that I was at all surprised by showing up. The pick that I had for top 3 was Josh Cooper for
Yeah.
third, or possibly second. I figured Damn was going to take it, but Tech Monkey I expected second. Whatever. Zoolander played so well.
Yeah, he did.
He was incredible.
Yeah.
I was really pleased to see someone that I did not expect to do so well
Right.
do that well.
And he won.
Congratulations to you, Zoolander.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see you next month at
All right.
Spring Series 2019.
Yeah, it's coming up, man. It's
It
already
is, yeah.
March.
It's right around the corner, man. We're a little over a month away. So again,
Yeah, 5 weeks and change.
5 weeks to
Damn,
change.
man.
April 12th through the 14th.
No time at all.
I'm getting nervous. I got so many things I need to do.
I
between
wasn't
now and
nervous
then.
until I heard Jeremy say, "Yeah, we'll see you next month." Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you got to worry about running the thing. We got to worry about getting our scrubby asses better for it. Like.
Jeremy getting all of his reversal fireballs.
Yeah, I got my patented reversal fireball. I got to, get rid of that.
I
Yeah.
don't get to enter this one. I'll be too busy.
I was just say, even if you wanted to, man, you're gonna. There's
Yeah.
4 main tournaments and 4 side
No,
tournaments.
I
so.
assure you that I do want to enter, but just realistically, I need to not enter stuff.
There's a lot
so
going on.
What
Yeah,
you gonna
for
do?
sure.
All right, this is the last round of casuals before our next exhibition.
Yeah, we got another fun one coming up for you. We're going to have Dylan's old Ryu against another Dylan, old Sagat. So we're
The
gonna
winner gets to keep the name of Dylan.
Yeah, the loser actually is.
leaves town.
Yeah, loser loses their name, and
Loser-
they actually get kicked out of the arcade.
Loser
forever, so.
goes to the arcade that's in Roy City that has Big Blue.
Yeah, just to kind of preface this, these two players, Dylan's, he plays like basically everything. He's a score chaser for the most part, and a puzzle game player.
Yeah.
But he plays some ST on the side, old Ryu, so we figured we'd kind of just talk about Damn Die, right? Let's have an old Ryu come in here and play. Dylan is a coworker and friend of Sean FPA's, the dirty boxer player, who's recently started coming out and plays old Sagat. So we're going to have 2 old characters here, no super bars, no tech throws. We're just going to have some
The
big-ass
classic Street
damage,
Fighter.
some fast
A
fireballs, and
cannon.
some gigantic hitboxes.
And it's a cannon fight, it's a lore fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Ryu, Sagat.
I remember when they fought in front of Guile's Air Force buddies.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fight in the
From
canon
from the Van
storyline.
Damme movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
Yeah, my favorite fight for
Which
sure.
fight?
You know when they fought in the Van Damme movie, the Sagat and old Ryu fought in front of the plane,
front
and
of the plane,
Guile's friends
yeah.
there. You don't
The
remember
plane
that?
then the plane
I
exploded
haven't
and they
seen that
both
movie
died.
since I was
The
in
plane
junior
exploded
high.
and they both died.
Well, we're lying. It didn't actually happen.
Oh, okay, never mind. then.
So I guess
Ryu.
we could
Because
have.
I remember them fighting in a locker room.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this little fireball blast. Luke Kang did the same thing in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes.
They just did the hand palm thing, and yeah, there's the fireball. There it is.
Man, those movies, dude.
The Mortal Kombat movie is kind of okay.
The first
Why?
one's not bad.
Because, like, scene for scene, it is
Yeah.
a ripoff of a much better movie, Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Watch them both in rapid succession. I think one's on Netflix and one's on Amazon right now. and tell me I'm wrong on this. They're the same movie, only one is good, and the other one is Mortal Kombat.
Just in time to hog the light.
So after the stream, you can go watch both of those movies after that plug that Arthur just gave you right there.
Watch them back to back. As soon as the stream's done, you watch them back to back.
Yeah, you got a busy night ahead of you.
Yeah, dude.
Chat. All right, so we're going to have Dylan killing off Osagat here. I don't know why, because Dylan also plays Osagat. But he just didn't want to sully his hands with
Yeah,
Beltran's
well, yeah,
pick
he
already.
wants
He
to
wants to
choose a
pick him
di-
himself. Yeah.
Because, you know, when Beltran picks the character, it's like a weird version.
Yeah, it's like
He-
tainted. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Beltran does like some kind of cheat code, like a button combination.
Yeah,
and
something like that.
He gets to pick a different version of the character
It,
that's
it
stronger.
makes the uppercut occasionally hit
it's
for like
weird,
40% of the life
It's
and
weird.
stuff, you know?
It's
like-
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Not sure why he's allowed to do that. But anyway.
He shouldn't be. I say ban everyone except for Cammy.
Oh, does Sean want to
And I'm
commentate
going to
his
pass this
coworker?
on to
Mr.
FBA Sean. Here you are, sir.
The ear survivor.
All right, first game, Dylan's Osagat versus Dylan's O Ryu. What's up, Sean?
All right, I guess we started.
Welcome, welcome.
How's
You
it
got to commentate your coworker here. You got to
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dylan v. Dylan. We were saying the loser of this loses their name and gets
Oh,
kicked out of the
messed that up
arcade
with that
forever.
We were telling the story of your ear, if you don't mind that.
Is
My
it
ear?
is it healthy yet?
The
Is it
lore.
better?
Wow.
Is that like
Fuck
100%?
you guys. Fuck
Wh- wh-
you,
the
fuck
question
you.
is it going to be 100%
Oh,
for
I
Spring
guess
Series?
Yeah. I would hope so, because damn, that's the world's worst ear infection. If you still have it. Meanwhile, first game there for O Ryu. Dylan O Ryu. This is gonna be so confusing.
Yeah,
Keep
there's
saying
uppercut.
Dylan.
He did a little. There's nice uppercut there.
So yeah, we were saying Dylan is kind of he plays this kind of on the side. So, but other Dylan, Sagat,
Sagat Dylan.
Sagat Dylan,
He's been putting in work.
he's
man.
been playing more and more.
Yeah,
I think you
it's-
kind of encouraged him to start coming out here, right?
Yeah, so we started playing Third Strike
Right.
at work. Because ST at the time, I was like, there's no point in playing it on a controller. Because
Oh.
it's just the execution
Right. Yeah.
and the lag.
Right.
But I guess he knows Naomi as well. And I guess Naomi talked him into coming to the
Like, hey, come out and play this game.
Tuesday night fights, yeah. And then he's been hooked since.
Yeah,
Oh, he
he's,
should have kept on the Tiger there.
yeah. He's been
Nice uppercut.
he's been showing up quite a bit. And I mean, both of these players, they're still kind of. I mean, Dylan, he plays a lot of other stuff. He plays this kind of on the side, I would say. But they
Call
both.
him Ryu Dylan and Sagat.
I was gonna say just Ryu. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah.
Ryu
this is so
Dylan,
confusing.
Sagat Dylan.
I saw your comment, Nate. I'm just not even going to respond to that.
What did he say?
Okay, so do you know
Where
this?
do
Do
you
you
guys
know
set
that story?
I don't think so.
Okay, so when we went to Boston, Chris and I got faced up against Jim Sejas.
Oh, okay.
And he
I
signed
know a
up-
little bit about this story.
He
yeah.
signed up as could be a setup
Okay.
was his name, and he beat me in winners, and then he beat me in losers as well.
You got double jeopardy.
Yeah. So before Dylan started playing fighting games at all, I told him about the stream, and he like looked at the Smash GG to see like how I did. And when I got back into town, he came up to me and was like, "So I heard you got set up." And I was like, "Wow." All right, back to the match.
After that horrible story that he didn't
Yeah.
want to tell, back to the match. He took that. Osagai took that first round. He's up a game
Oh, I
already.
missed the uppercut there.
Yeah,
He needs to throw some fireballs and.
he throws out uppercuts randomly, but he doesn't do them when he should be, like just letting them loose for a
Yeah.
huge chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Right.
He's gotten a little better about it. And
Well, sometimes you can see that he messed his execution
for
up.
sure. There's
That's
one.
a good
There's
one.
a good
That's
one.
a good one. Yeah.
Jesus, that did like
Wow,
what?
he missed the punish there. I told him today at work to
Kind of sit back
how to
and
punish that.
Start doing fireballs, man.
I mean, this is a.
There
this-
you go.
He does have an advantage in this matchup. Osagat against Ryu.
I want to see every
No more
Sagat
tigers.
just- I want
check those plasmas.
That's
Yeah,
always the
yeah.
answer.
I want to see every Sagat just tiger, tiger, tiger.
Oh,
the
good.
Oh, there we
Good
go.
call out there.
Nice.
All right, so 2-0 here for Dylan Osagat. God,
Sagat Dylan.
I'm already confused. I'm already angry
I say
commentating
Sagat
this
Dylan
match.
and then Ryu Dylan. That way you know exactly
It's-
who
it's-
you're prefacing.
They're different characters, though, man. I can't just say Sagat. He's completely different than
It's
Osagat.
Osagat.
Osagat's cheap. Sagat is honorable.
Honorable.
All right, so 2-0 here. Good sweep punish
Nice.
there.
There you go. That's what I want to see. Just nothing but tigers.
I think he
Ooh.
meant to throw a high tiger there.
I would guess
Got
so.
the-
Nice.
nice
Oh, what a
uppercut.
call out.
Using the coward copter as.
Ooh, that's
Arthur
almost
calls it.
stun. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I was going
there's
to
a
say.
stun.
Right on target.
Oh,
Big chunk of damage there. Could have gotten the fierce, but
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
could uppercut that
Oh,
right
nice
there.
throw.
I don't know if that was the setup that you went for, but it worked, and that kills Dylan Sagat. Ooh,
Oh, nice punch by
That
Dylan
was-
Sagat.
that was a
Nice kick by Dylan Ryu.
Gotta be close to
There
stun.
was
Oh,
stun.
no
Ooh,
stun.
No stun.
Because it's welcome to Sagat.
Ooh,
Oh,
calls out.
that, yeah,
Nice.
that doesn't work.
Oh, no, not letting you jump out. Dylan Ryu is really good at just not letting you get out of that corner when you got to there.
Ooh. Oh.
Awesome.
boy.
Great safe jump.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right. Good answer there from Dylan Ryu.
Dylan Ryu is great at, like, once he's in that perfect position of, like, not letting you get out of that corner, he does a really good job of using the O-Ryu fireballs to kind of keep you locked down
In
there.
this matchup, you have to do it. Like, if you
for
get
sure.
Sagat in the corner, you can't let him out. And
Yeah.
if you get a
Don't let-
knockdown, you have to be relentless about it.
Especially with these two characters, whoever gets their fireball kind of lockdown going
Yeah.
can definitely dictate the match.
I mean, even in bad matchups that Ryu has, his fireball corner trap is
It's
still
like
a
this,
great tool.
we're talking about it. See, look, it kind of frustrates the player in the corner to just kind of jump out or do something
Yeah.
that they're not supposed to do.
Anti-air jab right there from Dylan Ryu.
Playing Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, right. Hey, there's some jabs that
Oh, there
aren't
we go.
bad in this game. Is like, a little
Yeah.
chop from
He's not throwing enough
Dawson.
fireballs. He needs to throw away.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I mean. I want to see every Sagat just spamming that. There you go.
There you go.
Now you're playing Street Fighter.
Oh, I missed
uppercut.
the uppercut there.
Keep throwing it. Keep
There
throwing
you go, yeah.
He's at a good range to just
Full
constantly
screen,
do
yeah,
it.
just let that thing rip.
There we go.
Dylan
Let the
can
machine gun
no
off.
uppercut.
Yeah, crazy jump in
That's
there.
got to be it right there.
Nice
Ooh,
uppercut.
Nice,
yeah.
nice. There you go. He was looking for that.
He's good when he's like when he knows he needs to uppercut. Like when he's baiting the uppercut.
Well, he's smart because he saw he had a huge lead, right?
Yeah.
So he just needs to look for that one jump and it's
Yeah.
over, you know?
Yeah. But sometimes he'll miss it, like,
Right.
I
or he'll
think,
miss
yeah,
space it. Yeah.
Part of the hesitation why he doesn't want to fireball too much because Dylan Ryu is doing a good job, like doing a big jump in.
But I think he's only been playing ST for like
Yeah.
a month and a half.
I will
two
say,
Yeah,
like,
he's
since I
relatively new, but
since I
he's been
first
playing.
started playing him, because I played him a little bit here and there,
Nice.
he can consistently uppercut. Though. Like, he can do the motion.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
if he's missing times that he should be doing
Yeah.
it, he can at least get the input correct.
Yeah, when he was playing over here, I saw Chris kind of taking him under his wing here in the Blast City, showing him all the matchups and stuff, and that's kind of what we told him. It's like, dude, you know the moves, you have the idea, the mindset. Now that's like half the battle, you know. Now
You
it's
start
just play.
implementing him.
Now he's just playing. Yeah, a lot of people just doing what he's doing right now. These tigers and the tiger uppercut, like that's difficult for a lot of people.
Well, you can see that he's got the basic idea of Osagat's
Yeah.
game plan, which, I mean, isn't. Granted, it's not very complicated, but
He's got it.
he's learning it. He's learning it. And that's not a knock on him, except
Right.
unless I'm talking about Beltran, of course.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But, you know,
everything changes. When you
the
talk about
cheap stuff is the good stuff, right? So stick to what works.
There you go.
This
He's
is-
doing a good job of kind of keeping Dylan Ryu at bay here. There you go.
2-2.
Just fireball it out. No need to jump.
Ooh, no punish there on the jump in.
There you go. Don't
Yeah.
be afraid of it. You have
Dylan
a
should
fireball,
be.
too.
He did jump in fierce right there. Man,
Fireball.
old Ryu needs to be jump around
nice.
house.
There you go.
One thing
Wait
that
for the jump.
that Beltran does is he'll tiger knee a lot more.
Yeah,
He'll
he-
target you
for distance. Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
Even when he's not. Even when he
Good
doesn't
block.
need to.
I don't. That was such a weird little
Yeah, that was.
exchange.
Yeah. Oh, nice uppercut
Of
there.
Of course,
Good
the
throw.
O characters. Neither of these characters able to tech.
Yeah, big chunks of damage on the throw.
So we
Speaking of
got-
the devil, right there, and he's in the corner. This could be trouble for Dylan.
Oh, man,
Stand
it's
roundhouse.
good.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Here we go.
Not
the
a trade
lockdown.
that he wants at this point. He's got to uppercut that
Yeah.
from now on.
Dylan
Knocks him
Ryu
out.
in a great position
Oh.
here. The fireball.
Got
Oh,
lucky
nice.
with that jump roundhouse.
Yeah.
One thing that Dylan Ryu has an advantage over Dylan Sagat is Dylan Ryu is pretty good at the corner trap with the
Yeah.
fireball.
Yeah.
Whereas
oh, yeah.
Dylan's not throwing enough fireballs when he has
keep
him in
him
the
out.
corner. Yeah,
Right.
he knocks him down. He throws like one, maybe two, and then it's like he stops. Like you gotta
pepper
just
him,
keep
man.
throwing those.
Dylan Ryu is very aware of like his fireball spacing.
Or especially against a tall character like this with O Ryu's Air
Nice
Tatsu,
jumping.
Oh.
cross him up, man.
Oh,
just,
yeah,
just let
yeah.
it go once you knock him down.
Yeah, that's one thing. He hasn't really tried to abuse the unblockable Tatsu.
Right, yeah. Got him in the corner here.
Nice jump light.
Oh,
Whiffs it.
Nice
Oh.
uppercut. There we
Here's
go.
his chance.
He's got a huge lead. Dylan just needs to ease
There
up
we
a
go.
little bit. Oh, he's
Oh.
going in.
There we
Oh,
go.
awesome
Another
throw.
throw,
All right.
yeah. Keep
Just
doing
ti-
it.
just
No,
tiger it,
more
tiger it up.
tigers.
Tiger it up. No.
Great patience there from
Oh,
Dylan.
oh, man. Sit back and tiger.
I just
man.
realized that could have been, you could have applied to either one of them.
This is actually a pretty good like match.
Yeah, they,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could,
Like they're pretty equal. Ooh, that was just
That's
unlucky.
a big combo.
oh, no big combo
Oh.
there. Still lead here for Ryu.
Yeah, definitely not over for Sagat, man. Sagat, this is the perfect space for Sagat.
Oh, nice
to just,
anti.
yeah, fireball it up, man. This is what we want
Oh,
to see.
I think he probably tried to uppercut there.
There,
Oh.
speaking of, there's one a little early, but it still
Yeah.
hits.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
old
gonna- I was
uppercut
gonna- I
will
was
hit.
going to say,
Oh, he
oh,
could've
Dylan.
targeted. Oh, Dylan.
Oh,
New Dylan and
Oh,
old Dylan.
Dylan.
I mean, they both, like, it works for both, I guess.
They're
Like,
both
yeah,
playing
who's,
the,
who's what? Yeah.
The cheap character.
All right,
Cheap characters.
is that right? That's 3-3, right? All right, this is a good set
It's
so
about,
far.
it's about as even as we can get it, man.
I mean, these are two kind of our
You could see them both adjusting. I think Dylan Ryu, as I mentioned, he's a little more aware of his fireball spacing.
Yeah.
Dylan Sagat needs to, when he has that life lead, just sit back and do what Sagat does best.
Nice
and
uppercut.
shoot through the window, you know?
Speak of the devil, he just anti-air to jump in. Just do what
Yeah.
Sagat
Nice.
needs to do.
There you go. So Sagat, he could just sit back here.
He has a huge lead, yeah.
He doesn't need to jump in yet.
Nice
reversal
uppercut. That was nice.
A
Yeah.
reversal up.
Or-
Can Sagat do reversal
Where's
uppercuts?
Michael Beltran? Are you taking
What the
notes, sir?
fuck? Did you see that?
Beltran
Clip
is playing Carlitos right now.
Now, clip it.
Reversal uppercut. Send it to
Clip.
Beltran immediately. No uppercut on that jump in. There's
Nice
one.
uppercut. There we go. He's playing a little better this game. He
Playing
just got. He needs to not get pushed in the corner.
Yeah,
That's where he.
Yeah.
He's playing pretty smart, though. He's not making any...
I think we can all agree we want to see more fireballs. There you go. This is
There
what
we
we
go.
want.
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
what we want.
Oh, nice.
Nice. There we
Perfect.
go.
Perfect. That's...
Oh, he
those
should have went for the
jumping.
throw there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that was a perfect trip guard there. Perfect spacing. To
a little
just,
aggressive with the jump-ins, but I think he's kind of taking that risk due to the life lead.
So
Yeah.
what are the odds that Rob will smash the Pac-Man game when he gets mad?
Well,
I don't know.
what are the odds of how hard he's going to hit?
the Pac-Man machine might be safe. I don't know.
Dig Dug, however.
Be careful.
Okay, here we go.
Dig Dug's going to get fucked up.
4-3 here. Dylan Old Sagat.
Do something. He's waiting for the fireball.
Ooh,
nice
big
patience.
stun.
Oh, here we go. What does he got?
Oh,
he
all right.
missed. He missed
He didn't
the-
get, hey, I respect going for the. He knew the
Yeah.
punish. He knew the best punish.
Yeah, he did. Well, the best I think is
Yeah,
jumping, right?
Right, jump in,
and-
but he knew.
Yeah.
Oh, another stun.
Good. Oh,
Man, this is right
And
to the
big
wire.
comeback.
here.
Oh, just because he missed
There
that
you go.
uppercut.
He got it.
Oh, and
Oh,
he eats
man.
he eats a rifle shot.
Yeah, to the shin.
It's
dude.
so damn
World War
fast.
II style.
He almost pulled that comeback out.
He
Shout
did,
outs to
man.
Cotton.
Man. Ooh.
He's pretty much waiting for old
There you go,
Dylan.
there you go. Look.
Dylan Reed.
And now he's playing Sagat. Now he's playing Sagat.
Yeah.
This
Game
is what I
point
wanna
here
see.
too. Game point.
Oh,
Oh, listen, gotta
was
punish
it
it.
A
Good
little
throw.
late on that.
In the corner, Dylan.
Corner trap. Here we
He's
go.
got to make this count. Ooh,
Nice
no
jump.
uppercut.
Ooh,
There you
there it
Oh,
goes.
and he
That's
sniffs
got
it
to feel
out.
good, man.
Dylan beats Dylan.
Awesome.
Dylan lost.
Great.
Dylan's leaving the arcade. He's lost
Oh,
his name
Dylan.
forever. And goodbye, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan
Good
has
game,
to go
Dylan.
live in Roy
Which
City.
Dylan lost?
I don't know. You'll have to watch the archives and see. But now Dylan, Old Sagat,
What do
beats
we call
Dylan.
him now? He's not Dylan anymore.
Old, that's true. We'll just call him Old Ryu. We'll just call him Old Ryu. from
Old
now on.
Dylan. No, now he's
He's
the
old
winner
Dylan.
is Old Dylan.
Oh, okay.
And
For like
then
the
the
master
loser is
type
New
thing?
Dylan.
Gotcha,
Oh, yeah.
gotcha.
Super Dylan. That's what
Super-
That's the
Hyper
term in
Dylan.
Japan.
Anniversary edition Dylan.
30th,
Throb is here.
the 30th anniversary.
Dylan Dash. Dude, that's a good name. Dash Dylan.
Da-
Dylan Dash.
Dylan or Dylan
Oh, okay,
Championship
Dylan,
edition.
yeah.
All right. So
Well, in
that,
Japan, they call the old characters Super. Like Super Sagat is old Sagat.
Yeah.
that
So you
sounds
call him
way
Super.
cooler.
It does.
than
than
new.
old. Oh, yeah.
Or just like saying the
Well,
character.
it's just like Ryu or Super Ryu.
Yeah.
Until
That
you
sounds-
realize like super claw. Like, oh, he can't flip it.
That sounds way cooler. That's
But yeah.
way cooler. I'm going to start.
Sagat.
Super Sagat.
Sagat.
Well, Super Sagat would actually be Super Sagat. It's
I
like,
mean-
hey, you want Sagat but better?
It actually
Pick
kind of
Super
makes
Sagat.
it actually kind of makes sense though because his fucking low tiger is supersonic speed, so you know it fits. All right, so that was our second exhibition, and I believe we're gonna have some California qualifier talk. What do you got?
Okay.
Mike B is coming back on the
He fin-
microphone.
He gets what he wants.
See you guys.
He
All
was
right, thanks
Vulture.
for.
He
John,
was-
we'll see you later in an exhibition playing Yuki's Dictator. Stick around for that. Yuki's not in the house yet.
When you vulture around the table long enough, you get what you want.
All right, Mike. You
Hello,
can,
hello.
You can sit down and talk to us now, I
Squeaky wheel
suppose.
gets the grease.
All right.
I always have plenty
You always
to
get the
say.
grease.
Oh, well, this segment, you're a co-host, sir, so you better. And we're not pulling any punches this time.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not. Because I'm going to
Why?
tell you what we're going to talk about.
What are we talking about?
Like this
You-
is an intervention.
Huh? What's up, Cook? What?
It's an intervention, Mike.
Is this where
Do
I
you
cry?
want to
You-
play Sagat?
You got to stop playing Old Sagat.
I still love you. Okay.
All right, enough of that. Enough of that. No crying. We're talking Super Turbo.
There's no crying in Super Turbo.
There's no crying in Super
Just
Turbo.
bitching and stick slamming.
That's right, yeah. Just salt. All right, so let's get right into it. You and Mr. Delp,
Yes.
you guys were just recently in California for the Spring Series Wide World Fighting
Went
Games
out on a mission.
California West Coast Qualifier. What'd you guys do? Before we talk about any art tournament, Super Turbo, what'd you guys do while you were out there?
You know what? That was, surprisingly enough, that was my first time in LA.
That's a lot.
I've never
you know.
been.
And it was my first time, and
That's kind of one of the reasons you decided to go, right? You're like,
That-
screw it.
yeah,
Play
that-
some ST, go visit Cali.
Exactly,
basically,
because
right?
You've been, well, I mean, you live in Hollywood, but you've never been in LA, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
So I've tried. I'm going to disregard that. I've
no-sell
tried to go like when there's a Mavs game or a WWE event, something like that. But plans always fell through. Those type of things. Finally, out of nowhere, this little tournament came up and I was like, hey, LA, you know what? I can actually do it real quick. So I did. So obviously the tournament took a whole day.
There's
So
a pretty big turnout for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that left me with about a day and a half for me and Chris to just kind of really mess around, which I can get into those details later because we actually did some pretty cool stuff while we were,
I heard some rumors.
Go ahead now. Before we start talking about the important thing, you can go
okay.
ahead and tell. We're talking about the shenanigans now before we get down to business.
I have a
you know?
request because I heard rumblings, a lot of whispers about something that happened at the Machete Tacos or whatever the fuck that thing's called. What is it called?
oh, yeah.
Something that happened between you and a certain lady
No, nothing happened between me and a
at the
certain lady
Trejo's Tacos.
at
There you
Trejo's
go.
Tacos. Danny
What happened?
Trejo's Tacos.
What happened? Just spill it, man.
Not-
We're
not-
all friends, dude. We're family here.
The lady served me. That's about it.
Gas.
You know?
All right.
I placed an order and
Okay.
she brought out
he's
my
deciding
tacos.
not to say, guys. We're not in the elite.
Let him talk. Let him talk about his
Yeah.
vacation. Just ease up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things we did was as we were trying to, well, credit to Chris, he kind of left it up to me for like any outside activities not pertaining to ST. So waking up on Sunday morning, I was like, you know what? Let's see. What's around here that's kind of quick and easy for us to do since we were staying close to Don's Arcade. And it just popped in my head, the house from Friday, from the movie Friday, where Craig resides and his friend Smokey. For those who don't know, well, you need to know. If you don't know, then there's something wrong with you.
Another movie for you to watch after this stream.
So I Googled it, and sure enough, it was a mile and a half away from where we were. I said, Chris,
We have
we
to
got to go by the house, dude. We got to do it, man. We got to go by the house.
Like you didn't even care about the tournament anymore at that point. It's like this trip is worth it now because I'm going to go see the Friday.
Exactly. So, like my mind was set on going by the house, and that's exactly what happened. Like as we planned out the day and planned out, meeting up with Eugene and Tanya, the first couple of ST.
Shout outs to El Trouble and Killer Miller.
That's right. I said, look, this is on the way to the restaurant where we're going to. All we got to do is just pull over off the highway a little bit. It's a couple of blocks down from the highway, and just we go a certain way. You stop, I take the picture, and you just get the hell on. Because it's a real house,
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
people actually live there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the color's different than what it was from the movie, obviously from 1994.
Right.
And there is a overhanging port now over the driveway, and there's a New Orleans Saints flag hanging from there.
Really?
Yeah. From the picture I took, you can't see the flag, but it's right there. But you do see the Saints logo on the other side of the house.
So you just drove by this person's domicile.
So
took a
somebody's
picture,
living there, and yeah, you're
Somebody's living
snapping
there.
a picture of
Absolutely.
their house.
running away.
But you know
Damn
what?
right it did.
I bet that
in a
happens like
Cowboys jersey.
that probably happens like 30 times a day.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah,
So
it has to.
if
It's
you
LA.
buy that house, you gotta know. Like,
Exactly.
if you live there, you got it.
And they put their Saints flag out there for all to see. So obviously they're letting it be known, hey, we live here now and we're Saints fans. Deal with it. And yes,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they were a little unhappy still about
Yeah.
that whole situation.
Yeah,
They should know.
absolutely. I mean, can you imagine the Rams fans, all 10 of them in LA that live there, and after what happened in that NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
But
totally.
yes, that was one of the things we did. One of the other things was we wanted to go see obviously the Hollywood sign. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the Hollywood sign. We made it to the mountain where it's at, but it was so packed that day.
I thought you could see that from your backyard, though. In your
Isn't
penthouse
that
up there.
your bedroom? The balcony? You've
I'm going to
shown
downplay
pictures
that,
of it.
but I will say this.
Just go to what's your Instagram? Plug it.
I don't have Instagram, but I will say
Bullshit.
this. Since there's
Oh,
this
sorry, the
myth
fan
that I
page.
live in Hollywood, I will say this. That my mailman has a dislocated back from carrying all the mail that's always sent to my house.
Oh,
Exactly,
man.
Okay.
man.
So,
I mean,
anyways,
That's a
I
brag.
thought it was just
Anyway.
a UPS truck.
that's the garage port.
But
for
you don't
the
have an
UPS truck.
Instagram page,
Yeah.
but you have an Instagram fan page. That is true. Check it out.
I
Link it in the chat.
don't know what that is. Anyways, so we did that, but we did climb a mountain and we took pictures and we even shot a couple of promos that you'll be seeing soon.
Oh, there's a
okay.
little tease for the
That's
stream right
There's
there.
there's a tease. I like to tease.
Oh, he does, folks. You can see it
Yeah,
in
he
person
does.
next month at the Spring Series.
Yes, and this was all with Eugene and Tanya too.
Oh yeah,
so
they
this
were
was
kind of
awesome.
showing you guys around, right?
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
big.
Awesome.
They're big supporters of free play. I know they came down here for the 24-hour event. 2 years ago now, I believe, the 24-hour ST event. I know they kind of keep tabs with Chris, and I know a handful of us
Yeah.
other guys.
I cannot say enough about Eugene and Tanya. That they are seriously some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I mean, Tanya makes sure that I was okay. Like, any little things. Like, hey, you okay? You need something? You good? This and that. She always made sure that me and Chris were taken care of.
Nice.
And if we had any questions, Eugene was right there.
That's awesome.
He was right there. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about those good people right
That's
there.
awesome, and that's kind of
Yeah.
like the mentality we have here when people either come, they want to start playing ST with us, or they come from out of town to play with us, or especially at Spring Series. All these out-of-towners, if you're coming, you're going to be taken care of. Just ask us for games, ask us where to go, ask us
Oh
to
yeah,
hang
man.
out, ask us to buy you a drink. Some of us might do it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what I tell when people come out here. It's like, dude, because I notice when people play, they sometimes try not to talk to people, and it's like,
Man,
ask
we'll find
questions.
you,
Yeah.
dude. Chris will
Yeah,
find you if you're not
yeah.
talking, and he'll
Ask away, man. Ask
Yeah.
any kind of questions you have about the game.
Yeah, and not to actually brag about myself, but yes, if you have any questions about the Dallas-Fort Worth area, any nightlife, where to go to eat, all these things, ask me because I am born and raised here.
That's weird, because
You
I
know.
ask you about those things, and you never text back.
I changed my number.
Oh,
Because
okay.
of
That's
you.
why that guy
Yeah.
kept asking.
Because
Yeah.
Who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Who the hell is this? Like the
Quit,
eighth
quit,
time in a row.
quit sending me
Yeah.
to got me. What the fuck is this? And
Yes.
who plays Street Fighter?
Exactly. Yeah. What is this Street Fighter?
Yeah, they took care of you though.
Yeah.
What else did you guys eat? I know you had to go to Fat Burger, right?
Yeah. Ironically enough, like literally, not even a fifth of a mile away from Don's Arcade,
Oh,
just
man.
around the corner.
It was just like fate,
Fat
man.
Burger. It
Everything was around there, dude.
Yes, and I had it all planned out in my head. Like, okay, I gotta go to Fat Burger, And then, sure enough, like I look up Don's Arcade. Oh my God,
It's right
there's
there.
one right there. Only because I had to go eat there, so I can say the Ice Cube line. 2 in the morning, got the Fat Burger. That's the only reason
That's
why
the
I went
only-
to fight.
Well,
Yeah.
was it good at least? though?
Yes, it
okay,
was good.
All right.
It was good. I didn't eat again for like 8 hours.
Good.
Okay.
It
On a
was
1
so
to 1
good.
to 5 scale.
Oh, yeah, it was
What-
6.
A 6.
Six.
It was 6.
Oh my-
Yeah, it was
there
a
you go,
very
guys.
good. It's a damn
a
good
fat
burger.
burger.
It was, and they even have regular fries or fat fries. Of course, I got the fat
I
fries.
mean, you got to, right?
There's the
Extra-
kind that you
extra
can
deep fried?
scoop.
What do they do? Oh, they're just fatter fries.
They're fatter fries. Yeah,
They don't like pour lard on them or anything like that.
I mean,
they do that
I
on
would have
all
ate
of
it.
them.
I would definitely would have ate it.
I was
you
gonna
know.
say, I wouldn't
You
stop
know.
me. So
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
even potato. It's just fried lard.
no big deal.
Let's see. We also did. We went to Little Tokyo.
Nice.
We went to Little Tokyo later that night with Eugene and Tanya. We just kind of 82 is another barcade over there in LA, and where they have a huge hyper fighting scene.
Nice. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember seeing pictures of that.
Yes.
Hyper fighting. They still do the quarter up thing too,
Yes,
right?
they did the quarter thing. It's on Big Blue. It was awesome. Matter of fact, it was the same arcade where I don't know, maybe it was last year, or the year before. Somebody put out like a short 10-minute documentary on the greatest Street Fighter player that ever lived.
Oh,
That
Tomo or not
Hero.
Tomo.
it wasn't Tomo.
Isn't it Tomo Hiro?
No, it wasn't him. Oh my gosh, it's the one that retired. I forgot his name.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about, but it slipped my name.
mean,
Somebody will correct us and call us idiots in the chat.
Is it
I'm
not
sure,
Tomo
so.
Yeah, that's
Hiro?
fine. No, it wasn't him. And they interview him and stuff, and like, they actually filmed some of that footage.
It was in
at
that arcade?
At
Oh,
that
cool.
arcade, yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Mike
was it
Bean.
Michael Belcher? Yeah,
I'm
Mike
He's
B
not
himself.
retired.
God. Why am I here? Somebody tell me.
It is Tomo?
Tomo.
Okay,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
yeah.
But it's Tomo Ohira.
Right, it's
Oh,
not yet.
is that my man Javi? Javi! My man Javi!
Diego?
Yes.
No, it's not Daigo. It's probably Diego.
My man Javi.
Okay, it is Tomo. I'm
Diego
confused
Lopez
because the Tomo we talk about
Yeah.
was the Tomo at Spring Series last year, but it's not that Tomo.
Yeah,
so.
every time that Tomo plays, they always put Tomo.
Wow, it's that Tomo-
parentheses,
yeah.
not Ohira.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
Always
Okay,
do
that's
that.
right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just think it's hilarious. It's like, hey, it's not Tomo Ohira.
That's my
Right.
man Javi right there.
Hey,
Look at
Texas
that.
Showdown himself.
That's
What's
right,
up, man?
that's
We'll
right.
probably see you again this year for sure.
Oh, no, he
Diego
will see me.
McJuan.
Oh, he will see
I'm
you.
going down. I don't know if you guys
I-
are going,
well, I'm
but
sure
I'm going.
A bunch of us went there last year. I'm sure a bunch of us DFW guys will be there again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We rented a house, Airbnb.
We played some old man games. We played some Super Turbo.
That's
man.
right,
That was a
man.
lot of fun. That was a
Yeah.
great event, Javi. We will most likely be back.
We had to open all the windows of the house that we rented because all the farting and stuff that was happening that weekend. We just had to air out the whole house before we gave it back up. But it was a good house.
Yeah,
Definitely
I mean,
good
hell,
house.
we might wind up staying at the same one again. You never know, because it's cheap too, with a bunch of us idiots, pitching in together
Absolutely.
to stay there. It wasn't that
Yeah.
far away from the venue too.
But a couple more things real quick. We did go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Got to when you're there,
I
right?
bought a shirt. I can't wait to wear it. And oh my God, it was so good.
I've heard, man.
Holy hell, it's so good. They have a drink called the Sunrise. Okay.
Okay,
And it's basically diabetes in a glass.
I'm
but,
interested.
But what it was is it was red Kool-Aid on top of lemonade. On top of lemonade. It wasn't blended together. Like they put the lemonade first, which was, lemonade.
I mean,
Yeah,
this sounds
and-
good.
and on
I hear
top-
nothing bad about this.
I have a picture of it.
Do you?
And oh my God, it was diabetes in a glass. It was so good. Like
You just feel it. You just feel your insides
He's
just
still-
shriveling up
He's
as
still
you're drinking that.
recovering.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
still recovering.
Yeah, like I think. Oh look, there it is. You can't see on our camera, but
That looks delicious.
I'm showing the guys right here.
Just
And
imagine how
looks like
good
a
it looks,
pill.
stream.
Oh yeah, just imagine. I think my words painted a good picture as it was already, And then, while we were in Little Tokyo, like we visited a couple of shops. We did do 82 Arcade, which was really cool. It was definitely a happening place right there. They had, the DJ playing the awesome music, and there's people everywhere. They had badass bouncers with the earpieces in their ear.
Oh,
you
they
know,
even got the
checking
bouncer
for you.
scene,
Oh
huh?
yeah,
Nice.
dude.
They let you right in,
You
right?
know. No, they didn't let us in. They just, we checked IDs and stuff, and we ate in the area. I forgot the name of the place where we ate, but it was awesome, good
That's awesome,
Japanese
man.
food. I have pictures of that too. Where we had to wait literally outside. The place was so small. We had to wait outside for like 30 minutes.
Damn.
And unusual cold California weather. We had to do that.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Chris about that. You guys went in, like the coldest day like ever in recorded history out there apparently.
It was,
So-
it was unusually cold.
Because
Like,
a lot of people
you
didn't know that the Don's Arcade is kind of like it's kind of outdoors halfway, right?
It's a garage, right?
well,
It's
yeah,
an open
garage.
garage.
garage door is open.
So
yeah.
like it's like right in the side of the street. So you guys are out there in the element, which is what I would love to do that, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get to that tournament here momentarily, but yeah, let's just talk about the arcade a little bit. So it's a guy. He has a bunch of candy cabs, and this is the second year in a row he's run the California qualifier.
Yeah.
And you went out there, Chris went out there. Tell us about the setup.
Well, first, I cannot speak enough good about Don himself. I mean, again, I had questions because I actually have my own collection of candy cabs and arcade machines at my house, and I was going to questions about trying to link a couple of them up, all these things. And, he pointed me in the right directions on what to do. But literally, like, it's a guy's house. He opens up his garage, and it's full with just candy cabinets, like everywhere. In the middle, along the sides. They're linked up, every other. It was just so awesome, man, and you can even, again, like, you can get little snacks and stuff while you're there, or just go up the street to Fat Burger. There's also a Jack in the Box too close by.
There
so
you go.
You could
Why
have
would
done that
you
too.
do that?
Yeah. So I mean, it was so cool being there.
I mean, he was mostly running ST that day, but I know I saw some
Yes.
hyper fighting, some
Yes.
Third Strike back there. But
Yes.
yeah,
yes.
he's got it all hooked up there. He's got
Yeah.
all candy cabs, all
Yeah.
linked, and
Yeah,
second year in a row he's won the qualifier out there.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you name it, he's got it.
Meanwhile, we got Chris
We got
coming
Chris
over
coming
to
over here to-
continue this story a little bit.
To talk about the manifest destiny that these guys went on for in the name of free play, waving the flag down there.
The
Jesse will be
pilgrimage.
back. Yeah, the
Here he
pilgrimage.
comes.
the
We
pilgrimage.
took the pilgrimage to California.
Yes.
And I missed it dearly.
I'm sure
So,
you'll be back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be back at some point. Absolutely.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's
Hello,
up,
hello.
Chris? We've already kind of touched on California a bit, about Don's Arcade, what it looks like, what you guys did. This is the second time you've been out there. What did you think this year of Don's Arcade?
Much colder.
That's true, other than the weather. Yeah. Still
Correct.
mostly the same, right? Just awesome candy cab setup. And
Yeah, no, there's no place like that quite in the world. It's Don's private collection of candy cabs. They're all linked together. He had them linked together hay style, side by side this
Nice.
time, as opposed to just head to head.
Right.
And but also in hay style, and like it's 1 and 3 linked together, and 2 and 4.
Yeah.
So there's some distance in between. You're not actually like looking at
Sure,
you
sure.
know, it's not actually the
Right, yeah,
Beltran
yeah.
elbows happening, unless you're sitting next to him on another cab. Yeah, it was a great setup. It always is. Don's super nice. Beltran was trying to buy all of his machines, which was disgusting.
I mean, you got plenty, don't you? Damn, I got 0, and you're all like, yeah, no big deal. I've got some in my house, so I was talking to him about that.
I wasn't trying to brag. I was just trying to slip it in there real
Well,
quick
yeah.
on why I was asking him questions. That's all. No
The
big deal.
competition there, though, was top notch.
They-
Top notch.
That was a pretty big stacked tournament. in terms of-
Absolutely. Yeah, there was like 30 players in it. Every one of them was a badass. It
Yeah.
was really, really special. It always is special to get out there and play with the ST players out there. Yeah, no, I would go back anytime I could. It's so good, even in the cold. Thank you, Keith, for loaning me that hoodie so I didn't die.
Yeah, we kind of touched on that. It was abnormally cold there that day, and it's in a garage, so the door's open. And if you saw the stream, speaking of, thanks to Silent Scope for running that stream, recording everything.
Twitch.tv/SilentScope88. That's his Twitch feed. He's doing some excellent work.
Too. He's uploaded all the footage from that.
Yes.
But yeah, he was at Spring Series last year on his own dime. He was there at the qualifier this year. Helped stream it, and I believe he's going to try to make it back to Spring Series again this year. So
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can help him get out here for this year's stream.
Nice. He streamed the whole event.
This year's Spring Series.
Yeah,
he's incredible to play with, incredible to watch. He destroyed me in that tournament, by the way.
I saw that.
6 straight rounds.
I saw that.
Not even close.
But yeah, he was there. He streamed it in the cold. Commentators commented in the cold. In fact, like I remember watching like Mr. Igloo and El Trouble. They're like sitting there shriveled up as they're commentating. So shout out to you commentators. You played that thing. If you stood around, that can't be easy. And if you were on the side opposite the heater, apparently, more props to you for hitting any type of combo or reversal or anything. So.
All the matches that I won were off the heater, like I was in the cold. I put my hands underneath my Keith's hoodie, and then went back at it. But I'm playing Dalsum, so I don't have to execute a lot of intricate combos.
That's true.
I will say when I saw that Mucus Igloo match, which was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
the match of the tournament. Check it up on Silent Scope's YouTube feed. But when I saw all those combos Mucus was executing, I was like, yeah, put that man in the cold. Let's see him do it there.
Well, I know a couple times he hit short super. Once he hit short super, like he hit some huge clutch kid.
Well, it wasn't just
combos.
short super. It was like, jump in light punch or jump jab. So it like cuts his jump arc and he attacks forward, not cross up. Then he would finish that with short super. It was disgusting, amazing. And me and Beltran got to see it firsthand. Special shout out to Igloo for single-handedly destroying Team Michael Beltran.
That's true, yeah.
Including 3 different Michael Beltran variants.
Yeah, speaking of, after the tournament, there was a team tournament since the 2 free play representatives are there, both captains. You want to recap that? Who won, Mike? I don't remember exactly who.
Michael Beltran has no recollection of that event taking place.
Team Mike B has no comment, apparently.
Well, go ahead and spam that link to the YouTube video to Mike B's personal Facebook page, because Team Chris Delp won that one, thanks to Mr. Igloo.
He went on a tear.
Oh my goodness! I thought I was pulling a stunt, giving Mike B Afro Legends as a player, and then here comes Igloo just going nuts.
Went on a tear, had a collection of bodies.
I want to say it was 7 straight wins, and again, like a super stacked field.
Yeah.
Like the non-qualifiers there are ridiculous too.
Yeah.
Not only Igloo and Mucus and me and Mike B.
Killer Miller.
Time to Impress was really nice too. Apparently instrumental in getting El Trouble to even start playing.
Nice.
Time to Impress in a legendary beatdown that she gave him a decade ago. Who else was there?
Killer Miller, Ultra Combo, Matt Krause himself.
Oh yeah, Matt Krause was there. He almost qualified too.
He qualified last year. But
absolutely, yeah.
Should we lead that into our first qualifier, our 3rd place qualifier?
Sure. Let's see it.
We want to hit that video.
Did you guys hit the Hollywood Hills first? Did he tell you about the Hollywood Hills?
He's told the story about how you guys climbed a mountain.
That's right. Okay.
As long as in front of the sign.
As long as we got that there.
Yeah, there was a little tease.
There was a tease.
Because I like to tease.
Meanwhile, here's our 3rd place qualifier on California.
One of the main torchbearers of the Super Turbo scene and the best active Dalsim player in the United States. This will be El Trouble's first trip back to Texas since the Free Play Charity event of 2017. When he is on his game, he has the ability to beat anyone in the world. Eugene won last year's most attended Super Turbo tournament in the world, Combo Breaker, and topped it off by celebrating with a dual proposal with Killer Miller that made national news and melted hearts. We would not be surprised to see both of the first couple of ST in Arlington this April.
All right, 3rd place in the Cali qualifier.
I want you to watch El Trouble. He never backs up at all. That's just, as a sim player, I admire him so much because he stands his ground. He has no damage. But look at that.
Look at that handsome man. Look how handsome he is. Look at that.
Wow.
That face needs to be put on money.
So, you saw it.
You want to have like a first to 10 to make Eugene bucks?
Or $10 instead of 5.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? We can do that, and I will spot him 9.
So there you see it. El Trouble, Dawson Extraordinaire, West Coast. 3rd place. He will be here, Spring Series, next month.
What do you guys have? You guys played El Trouble?
He was here. Him and Tanya, I know, were here for the 24-hour ST event 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I did not make that, so I still haven't met either one of them.
My goodness.
Yep.
All right, Eugene, come meet Boat Guy. I know you have your own Boat Guy.
I'm the spitting image, apparently.
Right. This is ridiculous.
You can judge in person. I hear there's multiples, but hopefully, we can come to an agreement.
Right. It's not the guy from Fight Club, Boat Guy.
Or Cameron from Ferris.
But
Bueller,
yeah, he's incredible. He can play much more than Sim. He just plays Sim in tournament.
I mean, that's his tournament character. I mean,
Right.
he won Combo Breaker last year, too, right? Is that the tournament he won, I believe? Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
won
did.
Combo Breaker as well. So, no slouch. One of America's best, most long-running. I guess when you think of Dawson in America, he pops up into your mind.
I mean, in my opinion, he is the best Dawson player in America. I don't think there's a lot of debate there. There's old school players like Saban.
Yeah.
Jason Cole.
Yeah.
I don't know how active Jason is. But right now, active, winning tournaments, including getting top 3 in a very, very, very stacked field, El Trouble. I can't wait to see him do some work. I hope he brings Killer Miller with him.
I hope so, too. Yeah.
Because they're my heroes.
The first couple of
Yes.
ST.
Yes, that's right.
They are the first couple.
So Eugene
ST.
will for sure be here. Maybe Tanya, hopefully?
I
hope so.
pretty confident. I talked to her about getting tickets today, so.
They better, is what Chris is saying. You guys better both be here, is what we're saying.
I just want to see them. Like, they're friends. They're friends to everybody in the ST community. They help teach many, many, many players with their YouTube videos how to play.
Yeah.
Excellent YouTube series. On
I mean,
just they display the hitboxes, and
Yeah.
that was like 6 years ago.
I know, yeah. I remember watching those YouTube tutorials, too. I just need to meet him for the first time. So come down here.
Blows my mind. Yeah.
We'll say hi, finally. We got some. Who's playing Akuma on the cab, by the way? Yeah, don't show the next game. Let's just show the 2nd place qualifier from the West Coast now, actually, because I'm disgusted.
Originally from the New York scene, he recently moved to NorCal and continued to dominate with Dictator. He's a beloved figure at Free Play Arcades, having won the 2nd Spring Series ST Championship and donate 25 straight hours of his life to Free Play's ST charity event later that year. As the 2nd place finisher in the LA Satellite, he is definitely a threat to be among the top 8 players, splitting the record $10,000 prize pool.
All right, 2nd place. A Free Play, I'd say, fan of, regular. He's been here a handful of times.
He's a Free Play legend. He won the 2nd Spring Series tournament.
Came down here, right, on his own?
Yes, that's correct. In fact, he didn't even tell anybody.
He showed up and took our money?
No, a shock, a major shock to Matt Krause. I was right there at ground zero for the look on his face when Rizwan showed up, and he points across the sidewalk and says, "That guy is the best player here. He's the #1 seed." And I'm like, okay, well, if Matt Krause says so, then I'm making it that way.
So Rizwan, he will be here. Rizwan.
He's maybe the most technical player. Him and Tech Monkey, right? Just have oodles and oodles of character knowledge.
Right? Game and character knowledge.
Yes, with their specific characters.
Damned Eye too, though, in terms of the game engine. Jesse was saying that earlier.
That's true. That's true.
So basically, there are a ton of. I mean, there's great players coming, but you're seeing there's going to be some of the most technical players that know the most about the game that are going to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rizwan is an absolute encyclopedia. He's very, very a good steward of the scene. I remember he sat and talked with me for about a half an hour after he won the 2nd Spring Series tournament, just on what we needed to grow the scene, what kind of equipment was standard across, how to talk to Japanese players. Like, he is instrumental in so much. He's an incredible ambassador to the game and just a real badass.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that highlight clip we just watched is the instant overhead knee.
Yeah, that's so filthy.
It really is. Literally impossible to react
and
to.
it's painful to get hit by it.
Well, because it's coming out when it's stun time, right?
Yeah.
One hit, one little touch, and you're stunned.
And you can even be thinking about it, but you'll still get hit by it.
Yeah, he does a crouch medium kick, completely whiffs it. Ryu ducks because I don't blame him. In fact, if he does another crouch medium kick, that's a stun.
Yeah.
So he ducks, instant overhead knee, stun. Good night.
Yeah, he's
so good. What do you think about that, Beltran?
The first time I actually interacted with Rizwan was, I mean, we had a few casual matches and things like that. Said hi, nice to meet you, stuff like that.
Spring Series 2 or the 24-hour event?
This was the 24-hour event.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know what time it was during the night or day, whatever it was, but Riz was doing commentary, and he asked me to come over. I said, okay, cool. I sit down. And this was like our first time really talking. Like, we've met earlier. Hey, how you doing? Nice meeting you. He proceeded to, cream me a couple of casual matches. No big deal, right?
Asked you for an autograph?
No. Okay. It's funny you mentioned that. He asked me on stream, what's going on here? What's the deal with you? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask for all this.
If you're wondering why, that reaction is why.
Yeah.
Just to get people to ask that question.
I don't know.
What is happening?
And in the best way possible, I tried to kind of like explain to him. I said, man, I don't know. Like, I just kind of showed up one day and I met Chris and said a couple of things, and then all of a sudden,
suddenly there's Beltran fatheads, people showing up in Beltran cosplay,
fan club,
and he just kind of looked at me and said, "Okay, well that's cool, man." I said, "Man, no, it's not. It's not cool. No, it's not cool. No."
Well, one person that is cool is Rizwan, and he's coming here.
Absolutely,
he's going to get his avocado cheese.
Third spring series in a row, correct?
Yes.
So he was at 2, he was at 3, and he's at 4 Wired World of Fighting games.
Well, and also he was at the 24-hour event.
Right.
We filmed out there. That was so much fun. That was so instrumental in bringing our scene a little bit closer to up to speed. Just being able to spend all that time with Tanya and Eugene and Rizwan, really, really incredible.
And, yeah, this is the first time he's ever won a spot. Last year he flew out here on his own.
That's correct.
This year he won a spot, and he will be flown down here by Free Play.
That's correct. Although we did fly him out for the 24-hour event.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
that was
as a special guest. Well, this is
yeah.
the first.
Well, he was the defending champion at the time, so it made a lot of sense.
That makes sense. But in this case, he won a stacked West Coast tournament, and he is your second place qualifier from California. And now you know the story of why Mr. Michael Beltran has a permanent target grafted on his nuts. So feel free, if you're coming down here for the first time, to ask for autographs from one Mike B. Olds the God Extraordinaire himself. He will be happy to do it. Ain't that right?
My nuts?
Yeah, because you constantly get kicked in them. So
there's none left.
They're just permanently caved in.
I look like a Ken doll.
All right, and on that note, how about our first place qualifier, the legend himself?
Afro Legends. The American legend tries to improve from his second place performance last year. Named for his 2 mains of DJ and boxer, he is considered one of the top players ever from the U.S. and proved it with a dominant performance in a stacked field at Don's Arcade LA Satellite. His poke strings are the source of unending confusion, and one mistake will always lead to his opponent's demise. Also a fan favorite of the local free play Tapper Queen.
All right. Yep. No surprise, Afro Legends first place, LA qualifier, America's great hope, the best player here in the nation.
Yes. Yeah, it's either him or Damdai, and man, Afro with 2 different characters, just amazing at all times. There he is beating Yaya, getting a round of applause.
Look at that crowd.
Yeah, that was just a taste of the crowd last year. Yeah.
Look at that crowd. Where's me?
That's a fraction of it right there, too. Like, more people were hanging out outside, kind of spread throughout the arcade, and it's supposed to be even more people this year. So the competition's stacked, and it was stacked, it's going to be even more stacked this year. And leading the charge from the West Coast is going to be Afro Legends again, Damdai from the East Coast, 2 just great American players are going to be there.
I will say, like, Afro is a student of the game. He's really, really humble about it. He's not really in your face. Quiet guy. You can go up to him and talk to him about whatever you like.
You can ask him about his stool that he's going to bring with him most likely.
Yes, he brings his own stool. So he said the exact right height on the candy cab. But yeah, I remember watching him. It was like watching a kicker last year because he was the last remaining American for a while.
Yeah.
And he's just trucking through Japanese contender after Japanese contender.
Tech Monkey was the other highest finisher, tied for 7th.
I think Ultra Combo got tied for 7th, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
No, you're right.
Well,
Tech Monkey got 7th. So
I think Ultra Combo was high up there. I can't remember if he was top 8 or not, but I know for sure Tech Monkey and
he was on
Afro
stage.
Legends were up there. Yeah.
But there was quite a while where he was holding the flag.
Yeah,
Afro Legends was all by himself. We all wanted to see him go as far as he could possibly go, and one after another he would win, and he would go and he would sit in that chair in the front and watch the next match. And it was like a kicker being iced. Like I didn't want to go up there and say, congratulations, that's awesome. You're really inspiring us. Nobody wanted to say anything to him. He would sit there
Just
in
focus.
solitude,
Yeah, just meditate.
watch the match, walk back up there, and just kick some other Grandmaster's ass. It was incredible.
Yeah, the guy is just insanely good with both Boxer and DJ.
He could win this tournament. He is that good. No doubt.
He made a tremendous run last year. I mean, the competition's going to be stacked again, so you got to expect that he's going to make another deep run. I mean, he's just so good. I'm really interested to see him play all these players again, though.
Yeah.
I know this year, if I remember correctly.
Well, also, he was still about 6 months out of retirement at that point.
That's true, yeah. Like, because part of the kind of revival in North America with ST, he's kind of reawoken back to the game, and he's in kill mode again, basically, with all this money being thrown around for the game too. So
and that's what
and
he
all
told
this
me.
competition too.
Yeah, it's the big tournaments coming back. There's actual money on the line to help motivate. Also, he had Tomo at the time.
Yeah, it's true.
To be someone to practice against, he definitely would point to that as a reason that he got back into the game.
That's true. And he's still playing now. So and he's your first place qualifier on the West Coast. A dark horse favorite to win the tournament. When you, I mean, I don't even want to say dark horse, but I mean you have 5 Japanese grandmasters there, but you also have Damn Die. Tech Monkey plays a super solid with a character that can steal rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 3 from both sides are stacked, and there's even more players that are going to show up. Like Ultra Combo didn't qualify to West Coast. I'm assuming he's going to try to make it.
I would assume so.
And he's a killer too.
Well,
so
I told him I cared. So Rizwan actually knocked Ultra Combo out of the qualifier, out of the satellite tournament.
And a great set.
And I went to him and I said, well, I care more about regional seeding than anything else. Like I don't want to see someone travel all the way across the world just to play the person that's right next to him.
Right.
Rizwan and Ultra Combo, Matt Kraus, live in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
So I told him, like, if you make it out there, you're not playing this guy. And as defiant as Sebastian always is, he says, no, I want him. Like,
he wants to run back.
I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. That's his attitude towards everything. We definitely love Matt Kraus here. He's man, he's got such a strong spirit.
I mean, he was a qualifier last year.
And by the way, he could win.
Yeah, he could definitely win. Yeah, no doubt. He made an impression last year. He knocked Anakin out of Red Bull Proving Grounds last year. He is going to hopefully be here, but Rizwan knocked him out. And your top 3 from California are, again, Afro Legends, Rizwan, and El Trouble. They will be the West Coast qualifiers. And to recap, East Coast are Damn Die, Technical Monkey, and the big surprise, Zoolander. Anything to wrap up your California trip, gents? Any last words that you want to say about it? Anything about the ST scene that you saw there, Don's Arcade, whatever it might be?
Like them Trejo tacos.
That was mentioned earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trejo tacos was very good. I liked it.
Was that your favorite thing, or what, Fat Burger, or?
You know what? It was Roscoe's Chicken
Roscoe's
and Waffles.
Chicken and Waffles?
Oh, my God.
I hear nothing but good things about it.
My
One
God,
day I'll try it.
So good. It was so good.
Oh,
it's a great, if you can get all the ST players in California together like we were able to for the satellite tournament, it's an amazing place to go play Super Turbo. Amazing local scene, so much talent. You know, the little Ryu players that you've never heard of are just throwing nuts combos at you, and you know, it's quite the place to train. So if you get a chance to go out there, Wednesday night fights at I believe they're having that at Esports Arena.
Yeah, I think they throw ST on the side sometimes.
Yeah,
I think Tanya does sometimes.
Yeah, message Eugene and Tanya if you're out in the LA area. Go get some games in with those guys because it's a great place.
So
it was definitely a pilgrimage.
Yeah,
also, they're thinking about renaming the town after Beltran.
And just to recap, you guys both entered the tournament. Just a quick recap. How'd you guys do? How'd you guys feel about it?
I had a great day. I got top 8, so tied for 7th. With that kind of stacked competition, I am.
You kept the gate.
Incredibly proud. Not quite.
I mean, you knocked some people out.
I did.
Counts as gatekeeping.
I did. I didn't win my helicopter ride. See, that was always my intention. If I got top 3, I was going to go back to my bosses and say, hey, I won the flights in. I'm in the area. I will drive all the way to the bar next door to Free Play Arlington, and then I want you to helicopter ride me into Free Play Arlington. That way I could make the grand entrance.
Well, hopefully next year, Chris. There's always next year.
Always
hopefully.
Next year.
Knock on wood.
Yeah,
what about you, Mike? How was your tournament? How did it run for you?
You know what? It went as expected for me. Like, I knew that those guys were, all better than me. So I just kind of wanted to at least play well. And I did play well. I was up on a couple of matches, but then I lost them. I at least did win one match altogether, so that was cool there. So
you got a lot of casuals in too, I'm assuming, right? You just played a lot of ST. So.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
we played all the night before.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely played, the whole night before till, I don't know, 3 in the morning or something crazy
California
like that.
time or Central time?
California time, I think. I don't know. It was very late, very, very late, and cold.
The chat's asking if Tomo is still around. He moved back to Japan. Tomo Ohira has never played Super Turbo, to my knowledge. So we're talking about the Japanese Ryu player, Tomo.
Tomo last year at a Spring Series.
Yeah. And you can see him occasionally playing at GameSpot Versus.
Yeah.
We all love and adore their feed.
Never
every
got
week.
to play my color match against him. All right, meanwhile.
Let me get Jesse back on here. We're going to do a little line change.
Yeah, we are doing a line change. We have another exhibition. You see him on your screen now, Mr. Yuki Spencer. Third strike player extraordinaire, former world yo-yo champ. Been playing ST with us a little bit recently, and he is a beast already. So.
Want to report some toxicity?
Why is that? What's up?
I don't know who I played, but I just overheard on the other side. I heard someone say he doesn't know how to play the game. He just knows how to wall dive.
You're doing it right then.
That's a typical Claw reaction.
I was like, okay, I don't know who it was, but I just heard.
I've been talking.
And I heard a stick snap.
I don't know. I've been talking to aspiring Claw players for a while, and that's just the reaction you're going to have to live with.
That's
and
fine, man.
That means you're doing it right.
Right.
Yeah,
It does.
Like, yeah.
I mean, all the shit that you get and all the people shit are going to give you, if they get that reaction, you're playing the character right, like
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
As a wise man once told me, he was sitting 2 seats away from me, you're learning how to play Claw.
That's true. So like I said, our next exhibition, as Yuki warms up here, he's going to be playing his Ken. He's going to be playing against our celebrity that just left stage, Mike B.
So, Mucus knocked both me and Mike B out of the tournament. A avid Ken player out there in La La Land, in Beltran Land. I got worked over by his Ken. He destroyed me. So he worked me over pretty good.
Yeah.
But before then, Beltran got knocked out. He actually beat Mucus's Ken. He was up 2-0. Mucus switched to T-Hawk to beat him. So his Osagat matches up well against Ken.
Really?
I originally wanted to get Hung out here, Turtle Power.
Yeah.
But he wasn't able to make it out today.
He should be out for Spring Series, though, I believe.
Yeah, so the reason we went ahead and got Yuki is I know he can do short super. Like, I feel like that's the calling card of a good one of the calling cards of a good new Ken player.
Well, Chris, I don't know if you saw, but when the Dylan versus Dylan matches were happening,
I saw fireballs.
Osa got Dylan, did a reversal uppercut. And
Really?
And I told Noun to clip it, and he got it.
I'm pretty sure it was clipped, yeah.
He got it. He got
All
the
right,
clip.
all
So
right.
If we
Well,
can retrieve that clip,
so
we
I can
study it, see how
yeah.
he did it.
No, I can. No, you know how I do. I'll edit it in, put Beltran's face on it, and then finally
Dude,
we'll
that's
have
what
the first ever reversal uppercut.
We'll just get stock footage of Beltran mashing sticks. Like just playing on a cab and just put the footage. Like, there you go, guys. He did it.
I didn't even know Osagat could reversal, man. First time we didn't know how to call it when we saw it happen.
Yeah,
we're like,
we were stunned.
is that a bug? What's going on here?
Some
Yeah.
weird glitch. Like
Just giving out random points.
I just said, like, ST's like what, 25 years old, 27 years old, and
25 this year.
and we're still
Oh, we
finding
forgot
new-
the cake. We were gonna get a birthday cake.
Oh,
We forgot.
no.
Damn.
The game is 25 years old, and we're still finding new tech.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
true.
got
Yeah.
Osagat reversal.
It's like, holy shit.
Never seen it before. Never seen before in Free Play Arcade.
Yeah,
That's not true. We saw Matt Krause do it plenty of times.
We're kicking Beltran in the nuts like we mentioned earlier.
As
Right.
soon as he
That
was-
is the sport. That is the national sport of Texas, the world's greatest nation.
Super
So-
Turbo and kicking Michael Beltran.
Right,
in the nuts.
right. So if you want to
It's
come
only-
participate in that sport of kicking Michael Beltran in the balls,
It's only because he's so rich.
you're welcome.
It's like talking bad about a millionaire. Can't
Yeah.
feel too bad about him. He's
Yeah,
a good
so
guy.
that-
He's a good
So what's happening in the background is they're going to turn up the volume a little bit.
Yeah, Yuki wants to hear that short super connect
Yeah.
every
Right.
time.
wants
He
to
needs
hear
to
the little
know every one of those tiger shots fired at him, so he could giggle sweetly and then uppercut over them all.
Yeah, just walk forward and uppercut during.
Oh, Unwise
Just
Duck
skip
wants
it.
to flash kick him in the balls.
By
I
all
haven't seen that
means.
one. Yeah.
Come on
that
down
is-
to Spring
it's-
Series.
It's fun.
Jesse wall dive. Oh yeah, it's Chuvy.
Oh, we're
Okay,
playing that
rock,
way, huh?
paper, scissors for sides.
It's a comfort factor. Some people like uppercutting on another end, especially to set up a short super. Yuki might prefer it on one side or the other. I mean, I got no doubt he can do it on both, but he's probably more comfortable.
That's true. Well, the person in player 2 has a more potential to hear the commentary too, which
That's
can
true.
be distracting
Yeah.
as well.
That's why I lost.
And that, in
There
fact,
you go.
that might be why he
I heard
he turned it
Beltran
up a
say
little.
I look. What did Beltran? He said I look like something. I heard him say he looks like. He said it like 3 times, and I'm like, what are you saying? You
I don't
asshole?"
remember.
There we go.
Here we go, though. Mike B. Osagata against Yuki playing his Ken. Now, Yuki has been playing a handful of characters since he started coming out and playing ST with us. He plays New Ken. He plays.
Oh, drop the
went
top
for it.
short super right there.
He plays Dictator. He plays Guile. He plays Ryu.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we're,
big blow up here.
oof. We are doing the Ken just in honor of Mukas, basically, and
Matsun.
Matsun too,
The
because
color.
that's what the color that
The
Yuki's
JoJo
picking.
color.
Right.
So these guys play pretty often here. This has kind of become a free play classic. Again, like I was saying earlier, a ton of us come out here and play on any given night and play each other quite a bit. So this match isn't too unfamiliar with either one of them.
He's so aggressive with his Ken, man.
Yeah, he's
Well, he
keeping him in
needs
the
to.
points.
He needs to get in on all those tiger shots or all those potential tiger shots.
He messed up
So
something there.
Beltran, he was Beltran's Ken.
This is ooh, okay, not
Oh,
quite over
stab.
yet.
Oh, that was
Nice
a great
neutral
neutral jump. Baited the fierce uppercut. That's Yuki not being a Ken main.
It's well, I saw the read he was going for, but it's
Oh yeah.
one of the few times Mike didn't jump forward. So
Right.
which
Throw.
good of him to stay patient. Walk
Sagat's
up-
spending a lot of time in the corner here.
Yeah, man.
That's not even knee bash loops.
That's
just chuck you in the corner.
that was swift right there. That
Yeah.
was quite a round for Yuki there. That is a 1-0 for Yuki's Ken. He will be playing in the next exhibition as well. Going to be playing as Dictator, which I think is probably his most filthy character. But that is a filthy character overall, where you get touched once and you die. So
True. I mean, I don't know if Ken has touch of death, but he has plenty of combos for
well,
days.
you see plenty of damage
Oh
being
my
racked
goodness.
up here.
There
in
we
a
go
hurry.
again.
Oh,
All right, someone call Hung. Turtle power.
Hey,
I need a
Hung,
quick downgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him on your stat.
Yeah, again, Yuki, he's known for third strike and yo-yoing, but man, he has been playing Super Turbo, and he has been picking it up in a hurry, and he's
Oh.
a beast already.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
yeah,
with virtually every character.
And he's getting better and better too. That's the scary part. Like he hasn't like
Look at that.
reached peak anything yet.
Well, this was LA's advantage for the last couple of years, is having a Japanese player, Tomo, in the house.
He's gonna have to
Oh,
rip
he
it.
messed
He
up
has to
super.
rip it.
He
Is
messed
that a
up super.
That was a reversal.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Mike B reversed it. I couldn't believe it. The double KO. I didn't even see the
I know.
points. I just, what are we? Oh, there's a
Oh,
stun.
there we go.
There
Right
we
for the
go.
Mike B. Bam, bam, bam.
1 hit, 2 hits, but it counts.
No,
It's
that's
big.
max damage there for Osagai. You don't want to take that
Yeah.
third hit, even though it's extra extra points.
Or it looks really
The
cool.
points are what matters, though. Come on now.
It looks really cool too.
Short.
Oh,
No,
there
not
we
quite.
go. Kinda
He
went
was
for
hitting that
it.
in casualties. He hasn't hit that yet in this set.
No.
There it is.
There it is.
There
There
it
it
is. See, we just need to call it out. Commentator
tough,
curse
man.
it, you know?
Yeah.
He's tried it 3. That's the 4th time trying it.
Hey, well, you know what? 4th time's the charm.
All you had to do was just say, "Hey."
Oh, look,
done
hey,
it.
Nate literally just said it, too. Haven't seen one from him yet.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, as soon as you mentioned
right
it.
on target.
So back to my point of us having Yuki to train with. He is not a Japanese player. He's, of Japanese descent. That's not what I mean. What I mean is he is that level of execution.
Yeah.
And he picks up the game so fast.
Oh,
in
he-
third strike, he is that level.
He was a world-class third strike player. So-
World class.
So he's a world-class fighting game player, and when he applies that to us scrubs here, it beats us into shape in a hurry. Or it better, or else, we're going to get left behind pretty quick.
Right. Getting a game off of him. With any character.
The
It's
important thing is having
accomplishment.
him here, like on a weekly, damn near weekly basis. You
Which
know,
we
like
do.
that we can actually play him this often.
I'm just glad he's loving the game so much and playing with us.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
We're
he's definitely. You could tell he's taken up a big liking to the game.
Oh, nice uppercut. to
And
go
he
for the tiger
talks to
shot.
this play. Like, I know he talks to Matsun. He talks to Yaya.
There you go, Mike. Yes, he will talk directly to the players for us. If you have any questions, it's quite the resource.
All right, meanwhile, he's up 2 games, and we are around a piece here in Game 3. That is a quick
Wow.
stun.
Oh,
Big punish. Good Lord, Chris. What did I
Perfect.
just see, Jesse? What did I just
Good
I
say?
old
asked
Beltran.
Turtle Power to come out. I asked him to come out.
This is Beltran playing up the string. He wants to get to the four in one round.
Wants to make it
and
dramatic.
then, yeah.
Right. I see you, Mike. I see
He's a
you.
showman, man.
I see you,
He's
Mike.
an entertainer.
Sure.
But
He's
no,
doing-
Mike's doing solid. Dude, most other players would be done already from Yuki, you know.
Well, funny thing, last spring series, Mike had a chance to take some games off Matsun and dropped a couple things that would have been crucial to winning him rounds or matches. So you would hope that he's improved on the kid matchup since a couple of those heartbreaking round losses.
Fireball spacing here from Beltran.
There you go, yeah. There you go.
Moving the screen to make sure that Tatsu wasn't going to go.
You
through
got
the
to, man.
fireball.
You got a disgusting fireball.
Beltran.
Utilize it.
Beltran showing us,
Ooh, dueling uppercut there. Great stand roundhouse.
changing up the fireballs.
Neutral jump. Ooh, I think he was trying to catch that
Nice.
roundhouse
yeah,
right there.
that's what he was looking for.
You know, this is prime, ample opportunity for Mike
There
to
you
get
go.
us to hang on his jock, as he was saying a few weeks ago as he won Tuesday Night Fights.
He's playing this round patient
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah.
This is how he needs to play it.
He's been caught a few times by Lentz.
Man,
That was a walk-up
Yuki being
uppercut.
relentless.
Oh, that
Yuki
was
relentless, though.
sick. Just walked him to that corner and just made him stay there.
Beltran has to stay grounded here. Oh, not that Tiger knee.
Uh-oh.
No reversal.
Party time. Oh, there we go. Not a reversal, but it hit.
It counts.
Ooh,
That's
caught that
nice.
stand roundhouse. I think he tried to catch another one there.
Yeah, trying to catch those limbs.
Good block, good patience.
Nice. There you
Good
go.
stand roundhouse.
Stay in your house. Shoot out the window.
Oh, great call out. Great bait.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Well
that,
done.
That was actually really well done by Mike.
I think that was like 8
Composure.
roundhouses right there, hit by Mike B
Composure.
in a row.
Mike definitely needed that match.
Yes, he
He
did.
got in his house and started shooting out the window. That's what you have to do with Sagat, man.
3-1 here in favor of Yuki still. Mike has that one game, that last one there. Let's see if he can turn this one into a streak.
As
Nice.
Mike, we've talked about
Roundhouse
this
empire.
before, where when Mike gets that one win in, he starts to kind of like
Calm
rev
down.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you see that last round. He's playing more patient. He's using his normals much better.
yeah. Mike's definitely the kind of player that once he sees what works, what doesn't, he starts to adjust for sure.
Yuki's doing such a great job of catching those limbs, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's jumping from just the right space.
Yeah, he is. Oh, we almost caught another one there.
Wow.
Got the lead and a oh, again.
Man.
He's getting a little too greedy with that stand roundhouse.
Yeah, with Yuki doing
So
a
can I
great.
get more tiger shots?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Yuki's making him kind of doubt his tiger shot.
Well, I'm telling
Well,
that.
it's the reversal uppercut. So he reversal uppercuts, and then you
There
can't
go.
you can't throw that second tiger, and he's throwing way too many slow tiger shots.
Yeah, it's that jab. It's that jab uppercut, either reversal or not. And Mike is just kind of like, what do I do now?
Oh.
I say that, and then Yuki uppercuts the shit out of him. Short super.
Right. Well, so he throws the light tiger shot. It's moving slower than the
Yeah.
typical lightning fast Sagat tiger shot. He reversal uppercuts it. Now the fireball is going to be in the screen for
Right.
so much longer than Sagat is used to. You
Right.
get into
Can't
that
throw
rhythm of
another
just
one.
tiger, tiger, tiger. It doesn't matter if they jump it or uppercut it because it's going out of the screen
Right.
instantly. Well, if he does a slow one, gets
He
reversaled, it's in there.
Oh, shenanigans.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, great block.
Good
from
punish.
Beltran. All right, here we go. Here's this chance to just kind of stabilize here.
No uppercut. There's one.
Nice. There you go. Sit back, as you mentioned. We want to see those tiger shots. From here.
Yuki's just doing a great job of just walking him down in
Nice.
that corner every round, though.
Good spacing with that tiger shot to
Ooh,
Some fast
make
trip
Yuki
guards.
run into
Nice.
it.
Great. That was awesome.
Good
There's
trip.
one time that the slow fireball paid off for him.
Yeah.
He was able to walk
The
the
one
screen.
time so far.
Yeah, he's lost 3 rounds because of it, but he finally won one.
Good trade there for Old Sagat. He'll take that all day.
There you go. The fast ones.
Ooh, called out there on that jump by Yuki. Early jump. No reversal there.
Yuki really threading the needle, trying to get him in the corner there.
He's in. He's in. Opts to stand back.
He can react
Yeah,
to the
looking
tiger
for the
shots from
super.
there.
It's a great little call
Yeah.
out there on the walk up.
Nice.
Try to knee bash him there. Ooh, not quite. Okay, this is trouble. Oh, down to the wire. Yuki has super. No uppercut.
Yeah. Respecting the super, I see there.
I don't. Does anyone know? Can he late uppercut Sagat and beat that? I feel like I need more of those. The wait a half second
There you go.
tiger uppercut. At least trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should have waited. Yeah, he could have uppercutted that.
Here, he's got to make sure he doesn't fall for the shenanigans. There you go. Nice.
Good patience there. Didn't stick out a limb. Good stand
Awesome.
roundhouse.
There you go. Stay put.
Oh,
Shoot.
okay.
Oh,
He's
no,
getting a little
no.
greedy. I don't know if that was on purpose or
Let's
not.
not do that. There you
Stand
go.
roundhouse again. Get some
Another
nice mileage out of that butt.
You're where you want to be.
Game point here for Yuki. Down to the wire. He has a
Nice.
super.
There you go.
Called him out with that fast high tiger shot. That's going to take this game. It is 4-2. Still in favor of Yuki. I think it's the first like fast high tiger he's thrown all set.
Dude,
I mean, it's
He
not.
started, yeah, he started throwing them out there at the end.
it's worth it. Like if you're gonna do the mix-up, do it with the fast one so it gets off the screen. Because
Yeah.
if you
Right.
get it ducked, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Dawson can just punish it. Stand fierce.
Yeah.
Done.
You could just keep throwing them, perpetually have one out at all times.
Quick lead here for Mike B.
Yeah, you see him.
Oh man.
That whiff
Yeah.
normal Sagat.
What?
A 1,000 point
1,000
bonus.
points for
bonus.
Mike B. Live
the,
on
the-
stream.
The names are blocking the score.
That is unbelievable.
It powered him
Amazing.
up. Those
Beltran
1,000
pulling out
points.
all the stops.
He's been hiding the reverse in his back pocket this whole time. 2 roundhouse. Got to be
Saving it
close
for
to stun.
Spring Series.
Another great reversal uppercut there. He's through.
Nice.
Mike's
There
been
you
much more patient in the
Yeah.
corner this time. He's getting in the corner, but he's playing smart about it.
I want to see a meaty
go. Oh, there you go.
roundhouse tiger
There
shot.
you go.
See that? There it is. So he's consistently doing that. He's doing this short tiger shot, getting it reversal.
Yeah, you
Good
keep
call out.
looking for the.
Oh,
There
he
you
went for
go.
the
That's
walk-up
what we wanna
throw.
see.
Balls
There's Mike B.
4-3, 2 in a row for Mike B. Making
Telling
this
you,
one.
man, Mike B is showman, making sure we get the best bang for our buck here.
Yeah, he wants a show for the crowd.
Oh, producer Nick icing Mike, telling him how many he scored just then.
Let's see how Yuki responds here. Okay, that's kind of weird, but it works. Probably not what Mike meant to do.
We'll switch of sides here.
Oof, walk up uppercut, always satisfying. Ooh,
Oh,
another
nice.
caught
Hit-
another limb.
Yeah.
Oh, another walk up uppercut. He's going for it
Sidekick
again.
uppercut.
This is full Anakin mode.
Oh, dude,
This is
he
still- this is
smells
still-
blood in the water.
This is still Beltran's game, man.
This is still close. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is still very close.
Oh.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, we're gonna see
Uppercut.
those there.
Oh,
you
there
go.
it is.
There
Ugh.
you go. Beltran returning the favor by getting that his own psychic uppercut in there.
Yeah, caught that
Shit,
stand
man.
roundhouse. It sounds like.
Oh man, he keeps starting out
That was
with
a bold guess.
Yeah, well, he's done that a few
Ooh.
times now.
Snipes a roundhouse again with that jab uppercut. He's in.
There you
Another
go. There you
reversal
go.
from Mike
There you
Beltran.
go.
2 in a set. Everybody's throwing reversals.
Ugh.
I'm telling you, Mike knows how to do it. He just doesn't want. Well, he doesn't do it when.
Hey, that's a
big
good
game.
slow tiger from Mike that time.
Huh? It hits home.
Ooh, there you
Oh,
go.
naked super.
Nice.
You
Good
could get a little
punish.
greedy, maybe.
Good
Yeah.
punish by jumping up. Oh, almost had it with the normal.
It's actually
Nice.
got
Great.
Yuki rocked here. 4-4.
4-4,
Yeah, there
Mike
we
B.
go.
Like you said, ever the showman.
I love the
Ugh.
the punish of the super, knowing that when Ken lands on his super, he's almost free already. You know, by the time he hits the ground, so jumping up in the air, having that timing to jump up roundhouse, that was great.
Well,
Oh,
this
Yuki putting on the Jose colors now.
is excellent. I was hoping for a close set.
We got
I
a
didn't
4-4.
really care who won. Just not 5-0, please. So very happy with the score. 4-4, one final match.
Great adjustment so far from Mike.
Yuki looks like he's turning it up here.
Again, he's
Gonna
got
make sure
that
to
corner
close it
again.
out.
He's
Oh.
in. He's in.
Wanted to close it out. All right, here we go. Oh,
And paying for the low tiger.
Great whiff punish there from Mike. Oh, another just
Both
caught him out
player.
of the air with that.
All right.
oh,
Down to the
Great
wire.
touches.
Oh.
oh, those are great tattoos by Yuki, but one too many.
I don't know that he was going for that one.
I don't think he was
Probably
going for that one,
Juice, juice kick.
Yeah.
Crazy setup.
Oh, just throws the uppercut out there.
Just to make sure
I mean,
I know how to do it.
they've both been catching a ton of standing
He's
roundhouses
showing-
with their
He's showing
uppercuts.
him
So.
that he knows how to do it.
Oh, he's in. Not quite comboed. Oh, caught it.
Nice.
What's
See
the follow-up?
Beltran's- but- Nice.
Neutral jump roundhouse, it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, he caught another limb.
Good trade there.
Nice. He's
Yuki's
in.
just smelling blood here.
Just trying to sniff out an uppercut there. Oh,
There it
preemptive
is.
uppercut. Good punish
know-
there from Mike.
oh,
He's
there
got
we
him
go.
out of the corner.
All right, this is Mike's chance here to take this.
There's still a huge lead, but this match is not over by
Oh
any
yeah,
means.
no.
Oh,
Sagat, this is where Sagat wants to be. This is the perfect spacing.
Oh, I
but
think
you
he-
don't do that.
he was waiting for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yuki was he just knew Beltran was gonna rip it.
Great.
There we go.
That's great patience from Yuki there, though.
Game point.
That's how I see him play third strike all the time too. He just stands at that perfect range, just waits,
Waits for you to hang yourself.
Yep.
There you go. Both
Lands on the
players-
fire. That's gonna be
oh,
trouble for
man,
Mike.
That sucks.
Uh-oh, shenanigans time. What's the follow-up? Oh, he
back up,
respects him.
respect, yeah.
Respects a reversal uppercut.
Hey, he's
he's
been
seen
th-
it a couple
yeah.
times.
It does exist.
You don't want to end the set by getting reversal uppercut by one Michael Beltran. We'll never let you live that down.
Man, here we go.
Knocked down in the corner. Walk-up uppercut.
Beltran's got
Hey,
this.
So close.
That's not a terrible trade for Mike,
Here we
even
go.
though he's
This
down
is
in
the
life.
best
Got the
position
space.
for Sagat. Sagat not be in a better position than this.
Oh, when he psychic through the
Great.
fireball. What a set. That was a great
That was
set.
amazing.
Fantastic
Right down
set.
the
5-4
wire.
Yuki.
Wow. Very.
Awesome
Very
stuff from
nice.
Both players, man. That was
yeah.
awesome.
Bravo to both these guys.
They're disgusting with
highlight.
each other. They're fighting right now.
Right.
They're about to square off.
They're just. There's a knockdown drag-out fight on Pac-Man Battle Royale right now.
yeah,
That's
they're going
dope.
first to 10 on,
Yeah.
on Pac-Man Battle Royale now.
Beltran grabs his entourage and is currently leaving the building.
That was a sick set, though. Great
Oh,
adjustment.
no, that was awesome. That was
Great
epic.
adjustments from
Yeah,
Mike B. I
yeah,
know
Mike.
Yuki. I know his kin isn't considered. He probably wouldn't consider him one of his tournament characters, but he clearly can play the character, as you saw.
Oh, he has that mindset of just going in and
Yeah.
just not letting you do a damn thing.
That was great by Mike to just he kept going, staying in the
Stabilize.
corner, but he was playing smart about it. And
Stabilized for sure.
they kept being smart about. I mean, we need to go back and watch the tape, but there were so many feet that were clipped by an uppercut in that set.
Yeah,
that
so many
was
limbs
just-
being caught. Both
Everybody.
Had
On
to-
both sides.
That'd be like a dozen each or something like that
Yeah.
at least.
Two
So.
reversals.
Everybody's
Beltran.
psychic.
All right, after that set, we have one more coming up, but next, I believe we want to talk about our Japanese invites. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Who do we want on the microphone for that?
Well, let's see. The first one. Let's get our our just now unretired outsider to talk about our defending champion. 'Cause I would think if anybody has some insight to this man, it might be him.
Would he want to talk, though?
What's that?
Would he want to talk?
I don't know. I'll throw a mic on him and see if he'll talk about our champion, our defending champion. But
We have videos for
definitely-
them, right?
definitely for this one, I want Mr. Yuki on. And
Right,
you guys talk about Yuki about why in the world he's slumming it with us ST players.
Sure. All right,
Damn.
that's that awesome set.
Hell of a set, and they're still kind of doing casuals here.
Yeah, they're both
But, man,
they're both not satisfied.
Oh yeah, no, they want more, man. That's what's awesome about ST is that win or lose, you want to get in there. You know, especially when you have an opponent that's that close to you,
Yeah.
kind of pushing you to that limit. You want to keep going, man. So Mr. Outsider.
All right.
Swiping the mic.
So Chris had the idea, since we're first introducing our defending champion that plays your character, we'd put you on the microphone,
character.
Mr. Outsider. What do you think of that? You're the president of his fan club, right?
Not really.
Not really. Well, pretend for this.
Okay, I'll pretend.
For this real. We have videos for them too, right, Nick? All right. Well,
Should
let's hit it, I guess.
That's where the Beltran Bucks go, man. High production value.
Yeah, Japanese qualifier starting now. Here's our defending champ.
Otochun, playing the game since its inception in the arcades of Osaka, Japan. Otochun and his trademark Chun-Li have gained the reputation as one of the world's true grandmasters, maybe the best ever. He's the defending champion of Spring Series, having netted $2,500 in cash during his last trip to Free Play Arlington. Not just a stoic Japanese champion, more than maybe any other player in the world. He's known for his animated pop-offs after every match.
Oh, you don't like Odo-chan? Thought you were his president of his fan club.
Man.
Rob.
I am. Well,
You don't see the Mortal Kombat 2 portrait of Odo-chan
Right
there? Just pixelize a little bit, put it in the main menu.
That's-
He's in there, man.
That's right, man. The
It's
man
like a badass
himself,
picture.
Odo-chan himself.
He knows he's the champ.
Spring Series champion last year. He is coming back this year to defend his title.
Look at that.
He
Look at
is-
that pop-off, man.
he
Look
is-
at the
there's
money.
his money, yeah,
Those are the
there's-
big Beltran bucks.
That was his prize right there. He will be back. He is your Spring Series defending champion. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo 2 champion. Just Grandmaster, a legend, absolute legend.
It's crazy to me, man. Japan is a long way from Texas.
That's true.
And they come out here for this competition, man. They come out here to really show us how it's done, you know. But it's our job to keep coming out here. We have people like Mr. Outsider, hopefully take down the Japanese invasion.
Yeah, you're going to beat him in the mirror, right?
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Not with that kind of attitude.
That's why we have Outsider, man.
That's right. Yeah,
Maybe if like his controls didn't work at all.
you got to steal his tech, man. At least you got to you got to watch him and absorb his power. You know. But yeah, we got some notes. Shout outs to Yoga Boy. I think he's in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Gave us some notes about some of our Japanese invites. The Federer of ST, who has won more tournaments than anyone else in the game, despite the fact that he is not attending the majors in Tokyo since 2015 for some unknown reason. In recent years, he has been challenged in the recent years by the tournament success of Mao, where they also face each other quite often times. In fact, they just played each other at Star Cup. I remember that, like last week, I think, week and a half or so ago. Odo-chan's had a slight advantage in number of victories overall. A couple of notes here. First Star Cup 2009, 2014, Thunder Cup 2012, SBO 2003, SBO 2008, X-Mania 02, X-Mania 06, X-Mania 09. Second at Star Cup 05, X-Mania Gaiden, X-Mania 03, X-Mania 07. I mean, I can just go down the list.
Yeah,
like,
man, this guy's accolades go everywhere, but
top 8s, top 3s galore, and he's your defending Spring Series champion, and he is coming back next month.
You got to watch him play. If you haven't seen Odo-chan play, it's just
And he's not just a Chun player. He can play other characters. He
Really?
can play
I know he can. but I've never played.
Ryu. He can play Honda. I've seen him play Guile.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only ever played as Chun. It doesn't surprise me that he's good with other characters, but
When I was in Boston,
yeah, you were there for Proving Grounds, right, with him and his brother.
he played against Tech Monkey, who's a Chun player,
Right.
and he played against him with Ryu
Oh, really?
and beat
In
him
tournament
with
or in casuals?
in tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say, I mean, Odo-chan did beat me like 80 times. He thrashed me in casuals,
Mhm.
but I somehow beat him 2 times in a row, and it wasn't recorded.
Okay.
And
it didn't happen.
every time I tell people that, like, there's no way. I'm sure he was probably messing around, trying stuff, but the guy is insanely fun to play because he clearly has fun with the game too. Like, you saw the highlights. He's
Yeah,
like,
man,
he's
he-
cheering
he
for
feels
himself.
it, he feels it.
He's mean mugging the camera and all that kind of thing. He was awesome last year. He's gonna be back. We can't wait to have him back. Can't wait to get more games in with him for sure. And we got Yaya. He was there last year, as well as Odo-chan. He might be back this year.
hopefully.
Hopefully. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, you played both him and his brother, Odo-chan and Anakin, at Proving Grounds, right?
I did.
So it's pretty cool that they're coming back, or at least Odo-chan's coming back to
Right.
Spring Series.
Right.
I don't believe he got knocked to losers bracket last year. I think he
Just went straight to the
I
top.
think he won the whole thing. I remember there was a moment last year where Chris Wilson, who won the very first Spring Series before ST had kind of like blown up the way it is now, where you've got Japanese Grandmasters coming to our tournament.
Yeah, I know, right? Coming here for our Texas money.
He played him in a set, and actually he got Odo-chan dizzied. He plays Dictator, and then he actually hit a round-winning combo on him, like he didn't drop it, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah!" Everybody's cheering and everything. And Odo-chan's like looking at everybody, and then he blew Chris up the next round. Like, I mean, it wasn't even close. And after that, he's like, he gets up and he's like doing that to the crowd. He's like egging them on,
Cheer
saying,
now.
"Where's my cheer? Yeah, where's all mine?"
Damn, man.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to touch upon our other 2 announcements so far, and soon to do so.
Stick around.
And then
Sure.
thanks for joining us, Rob.
Yeah, we have
Always a pleasure, sir. Glad you're playing again. Everybody gets salty at ST for a little bit now and then, you know.
the 4th retirement
We've all
of Outsider.
we've all felt it before, Rob.
And the 5th great comeback.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know what they say about salt. If you don't get salty, it means you don't care enough.
That's
right?
true.
That's my problem.
What's up, Yuki? How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
That was a pretty sick set against Mike.
Oh, thank you. It was really close.
I know,
I
man.
started getting worried.
I know.
I think I was anxious to end it. Like I was like
yeah.
4-1
I can
or
kind of
4-2
tell,
or
yeah.
something.
Some
and
of those things you're kind of going like for preemptive, like jump roundhouses and what. But I'm
That's
shocked he hit 2, 3 reversal uppercuts. Like
yeah,
you gotta-
which is uncharacteristic
yeah,
of him.
you got to
so.
think of that though, you know.
Yeah,
So,
when I play Mike in casuals, it's not
Yeah.
to that
Well, we've been yelling-
consistency of reversals.
we've
so.
been yelling at him for like a year now. It's like you got to get better at it, you know.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Think he's doing it just to throw you off during those specific moments. You know?
I mean, I thought that before, but I don't know.
He does a great job of hiding that.
That was a pretty sick set though. First 5,
Oh, that
5,
was
4.
amazing.
I know that Kin probably isn't like your like tournament character, but I
You
mean,
no,
You still show it though, man. You as Jeremy was saying, it's not your main character, but you definitely show that you have the idea, like how to really push Ken to like how he's supposed to be played, like a picture perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I have a general idea just because, I mean, like, I enjoy the character, so, like, it's not like I don't study this character at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, that before coming here, like, during my work lunch break, like, I was watching Aniken against Ultra Combo just to get an idea and stuff like that. And also, there was, like, a 1-to-5 set of Matsun against Ultra Combo. It was a new Sagat. No,
Oh, yeah.
so I watched
Okay.
some. Oh. Cup. For a second.
Speaking of Matsun, I think we have a video. That's a terrible tease, and I just ruined it. But here it is. Wait, I'm being told to wait. Hang on. Okay, here we go.
I think they're trying to get Kami stage.
There it is. Matsun, another one of the Japanese gods of ST. He from the ST class of 1993, and his Ken is not only legendary, but his combos seem to be from another game entirely. Hailing from Tokyo, Japan, he's mastered 7 different air tatsus, knee bashes, and seemingly every landed attack ends in a super. He's the greatest link North America has to the Japanese scene, and he's instrumental in getting many of the Japanese players you see across the seas. Frequently seen in boots and other stylish, unique apparel, you know when Matsun enters a room.
So there we go. We have it, Matsun.
Yeah, Matsun.
Purple Ken, JoJo himself.
You couldn't tell. I just, you totally couldn't tell from my terrible tease. But yeah, Matsun's going to be back. I mean, when you think ST in Japan and you think coming to America, a lot of times you think Matsun, just how many times he's been here and how widely regarded he is here. So I know you kind of keep in touch with him since you started playing, right?
Here and there, yeah.
So, I mean, obviously you've asked him for Ken Tech, I'm assuming, here and there. But
here and there, yeah.
But I know
it's, you know, I don't want to waste their time. So,
right.
like, so I tried to be, like, specific as possible with questions. Like, I don't want to say, hey, how do I do this matchup or, like, you know, stuff like that.
How do I win?
Yeah.
So a little bit about that. How do you go about, like you said, communicating with these because you have like direct line to these Japanese players. So do you just get
some of them?
So do you just get straight to the point, like, hey, like this situation or like these moves or like this trade, or how do you get to that?
I mean, if I just have a question in general, like I think one of the first things I asked Matsun was I didn't understand, and I still don't understand fully, like after a knee bash. If you watch videos of Ken, they'll go for different jump-ins after the knee bash. Like sometimes they'll do jump jab, jump fierce. Sometimes they'll cancel that into Tatsu. Sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still don't fully understand it, but that was something I asked them, and he had mentioned that a jump jab usually, if it'll whiff on a crouching opponent, I think however, it has like less pushback. Canceling into the Tatsu, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is in case they tried to eat the throw or. Because if you, for example, if Boxer were to reversal headbutt and you go for that cancel Tatsu in the air, what happens is your jump and whiffs, so you get ground Tatsu.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
yeah, obviously.
But anyway, sorry to ramble.
No, you're good, but that's the kind of thing, like,
yeah.
you can talk to Matsun and, like, pick a Grandmaster's mind like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you, in turn, can, like, tell all of us idiots here, like, hey, maybe you should look out for this. Maybe this is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but that's kind of
well, I mean, I'm still learning too.
Well, for
so
sure. But now we know about that, though, and it's
these
something
are things
that
otherwise we would not hear about. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But because you're into it, you want to know more about it. We're able to pick your brain, picking someone else's brain. And that's how we all kind of like incrementally get a little bit better each time.
Yeah, just to touch on Yoga Boy's notes again, he gave us some more notes about some of the players here. So if Anakin is the best Ken in the Japanese West Coast, Matsun's the best one on the East Coast. He's been active in tournaments since the early days, former employee of Mikado Arcade, Mikado, where most of the majors used to be. Since he left around 2015, he continued as one of the main organizers of the Tokyo Majors. And I know, again, he's one of those lines between, like, American players and Japanese players. Like, I know Sean and Chris met up with him when they went to Japan last year. He was instrumental of telling them where to go play and meet up with people, kind of network and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think it's, from my understanding, he's like maybe not the I don't know. I don't want to say like he is the event organizer over there, but he's definitely like one of the few event organizers over there.
Yeah.
I think Giant's another one.
Yeah.
Matsun.
And again, when you think of like Super Turbo and like who do I talk to about it, he's one of the first guys that would probably be recommended to you. He's like, hey, I'm going to Japan. Where do I go play? Type thing. So. And yeah, he does have way better fashion than all of us put together.
We haven't spoken about the most important part is his swag.
Well, so because I hadn't met him at this time, but I knew of his swag and how he looked like, what he dressed like. And no joke, I remember crossing paths with him at the train station that has Matt Mouse. That's the arcade that they played at. STE, and then there's also Third Strike there. So I had last time I visited Japan, I had gone over there because I was closest to my Japanese grandmothers, and like no joke, I was like, hey, that guy looks like Matsune, and like
Really?
it probably was because he,
He was dressed like Dante from Devil May Cry.
yeah,
Who else is gonna look like that, like out on the street?
exactly,
Like if
and,
I
and close to that arcade,
Yeah,
like, it's gotta be him.
After meeting that dude last year, I don't think I would ever like mistake the guy if I
Yeah.
saw him like in a public place, like straight up. The
Straight
guy
up
looks
celebrity.
way cooler than all three of us combined, right now, like no doubt. All right, so Matsune and Odo-chan, we wanted to have you on because we know you talked to this guy quite a bit too, and that's a better segue into this
There
video
you
and
go.
doesn't totally give it away.
Yaya, one of the greatest Sagat players of all time, one of the greatest Guile players of all time, one of the greatest voices of all time. His sharp dressing, easy demeanor, and baritone words have occasionally earned him a reputation as the godfather of Street Fighter. He placed third last year, having inspired many players in the free play region to pick up the game. Want to get him talking? Ask about American muscle cars or baseball. Tokyo could hardly have a better ambassador for Street Fighter. Oh yeah, he also taught Daigo how to play fighting games.
All
There you
right,
go.
so Yaya himself will be coming back. Saw some of his highlights from last year. He was, I think he finished for 4th or tied for 5th last year during Spring Series, but he is coming back. He actually, from that picture, that was with him chocolate shopping with some of the local girls, I think, that come and play. And I think the Cole family, too, took him out as well,
Yeah.
Chase and Desiree. But, yeah, he basically hung out with a handful of just, locals here, and they took him chocolate shopping to the Dollar General across the street. He had a blast in between,
We understand there's a bit of a lore between Mr. Yuki here and Yaya.
Oh, I mean, no, I wouldn't call it a lore.
I don't know, man.
No,
I've heard a lot.
he's along with Matsune, he's been one of the friendliest Japanese players that
Yeah.
I've met, and he went out of his way to even message me and say, hey, if you ever have any questions, like, feel free to hit me up, like
That's
without
really
me
cool.
having to ask him that.
Kinda
yeah.
Well, because you were picking up Guile, right? And that's his main character, that. And
Or
Scott's.
I think it's his alt character, but I mean, he plays.
Well, he plays both at
Yeah,
such a
and-
ridiculous level
Mhm.
that it's. Yeah. But yeah, he was the guy giving you all the Guile tech, pretty much, right? Like
I mean, I put a lot of work in
Well,
as
I'm not
well.
saying- I'm not
but
discrediting
but
you,
if I
but
had
yeah,
a question,
Kind
then
of
I
give
could
you the
ask him.
blueprint,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, of kind of you, because your primary game is like Third Strike, right?
Right. Yeah.
And kind of getting into this, they kind of let you know, hey, if anything you need, you know what I mean, you can just talk to them.
I was
But
gonna say, well, more so Yaya than the rest. Like,
That's
like
really cool.
out of
Yeah.
his own way to say that to me. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really cool. Like and again, like you talk to him, and then if you hear something interesting, you usually like record it and show us, or
Mm.
you tell us about it, and
Mm.
like that's.
yeah,
I mean, I know we still got a long way to go here for sure, but like when we
Yeah.
play so much and we can talk to people like that,
It's
like it's a great way to get better.
we
so.
are Bud Gaijin.
Yeah.
Like you got to be patient with us.
Yeah, we are. We are excited that we get to keep playing like this, though.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that's our 3 returning ones. We also have our last 2. I won't tease anything. They might be returned.
might be
they might be
it's gonna
new.
slip.
I don't know. I can't tell you. But just
More
to
on
kind
that
of
later.
touch on Yaya a little more. I know we've kind of gushed about it a little bit, but with Yoga Boy's notes here, a true OG that can be seen in several interviews on Daigo's channel. He's in the manga too, right? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Among other things, he is the one who supposedly taught Daigo the Fireball game. So he is the only Grandmaster who hasn't fallen in the temptation of using Old Sagat. So unfortunately, we have how many Old Sagat players here? I guess we won't talk about that. We're scrubs here. And dishonorable. Although Yaya has many pocket characters, the only ones he's used in tournaments other than Sagat have been Guile and DJ. He's played DJ in tournament before?
I didn't know that. I've seen him play, the Tozai-sen, the East vs. West.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen him use Dictator there.
Really?
Mm.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that the guy so good at the game can play multiple characters like that. So, some of his results: second at Four Fox in 2016, Guyan Recital, Gian Recital. Am I saying that right? Guyan, Gian.
Oh, Jayan?
Gion Recital. Yeah. 09 and 2012, second at that. X-Mania 04 and 06, second at that. Third at Star Cup 2003. I mean, the guy has a ton of footage out there of him. I mean, he's always a pleasure to watch. Dissect people with Guile or New Sagat.
I was gonna say, so I actually became a fan of Yaya from there's like a two-hour interview on Daigo's stream where he had him on as a guest. So this is before I had really like seen his Super Turbo play, or if I had, I didn't really, I didn't really care
recognize
that
it,
much.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a part where Daigo was saying that the first time he had played Yaya, how like he saw stars. Like he was just shocked that like why is someone so good playing such a weak character but still doing so well?
Yeah.
Like, and I can elaborate, but I don't. Is this something?
No, I mean I think I
no,
don't think you need to. I think it
Yeah.
makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, like in this game that's very like some characters are way worse in matchups than others. So that's true to form, and to be able to win so much with especially New Sagat when his old counterpart is leagues better, just leagues better.
Yeah,
to be able to put in the work.
ST is definitely that kind of game where you put in the work, you have that knowledge, and you can really prove a lot of, you can really show a lot of people like what a character can be capable of. As long as the talent is there, you show it.
I feel like New Sagat is also kind of a rare character as well, so that does definitely like.
Everybody's so used to playing Sagat.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? And then also in that stream recording, Yaya had said he picked up Guile to beat Daigo's Ryu.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
He said that if New Sagat and Ryu do a Fireball War, and like there's no at the same like level of skill and everything, that there's no way that New Sagat could win. Like that was his opinion at the time, and because of that, he picked up Guile.
That's
so
really
I
cool.
thought that was interesting.
That's really cool. And that's one of my favorite matches in the game to play is Guile and Ryu.
The honest Street Fighter.
I mean, it's basic. I mean, it's fundamental Street Fighter. So.
No.
Oh
no,
yeah, so yeah, Spring Series last year. I know you showed up, but you hadn't really started playing with us yet, right?
Yeah,
So.
I did show up the last day just to check it out.
Just
So
to
I had the
hang
day
out,
off, and I thought I'd check it out. Yeah.
And I know you kind of like went up and talked to Yaya like in person there too. It's like, hey.
Oh yeah, no.
What's up? I'm a huge fan.
I wanted a picture with him.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, it's not even like so much his ST play at that time. It was more just like,
this guy's a legend. Let me talk to him.
Yeah. And I think they thought it was funny that I didn't ask for a picture with Otochun, even though he was standing right there and the winner of the whole
holding
event.
the money. Yeah. That's pretty cool though. Like, I remember you coming out last year when you were just kind of still on the cusp of like playing ST. I know you're still kind of messing. I mean, you showed up for some Third Strike stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Took the money and ran basically. And are you playing Third Strike at this Spring Series too?
Yeah, but I really don't play Third Strike anymore.
I know.
I got to get back into it. It's just very difficult to. Because I'm so spoiled now playing arcade ST.
Right,
It's so much more fun. I really I'm not a big fan of online, so.
Yeah.
And that's how I'd have to play Third Strike, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it won't hurt to give it a shot, and if you win a lot of money in a Jazzy qualifier.
Just by showing up, you're definitely one of the favorites, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mentioned it's going to be really cool to see like, not just you, but how a bunch of us since last year, if we've gotten any better, how hard we get our heads mashed in. There's going to be a lot of really good players there.
It's going to be a good litmus test because of all the competition we're going to have here.
Even if like we do get our heads mashed in, like Friday is going to be for casuals. You can play a ton that day.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday is tournament day. Sunday is finals day. So there's going to be a ton of time throughout the weekend to play these world-class players. They're going to be in Arlington, Texas. So.
Am I gonna play Sean soon, or I mean, I don't want to play against Sean right now, so. All right, I'll probably just step off, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, you get ready for your set because you're playing again after this with your dictator. If you want to hop off.
Yeah, I'll just.
But me and Jesse can carry it here a little bit for our next exhibition.
Try not to spoil anything.
Yeah, we can chat a bit here if we want to get where Chris go.
Chris has disappeared into thin air.
Apparently. Thanks for joining us, man. All right, but yeah, that's
Yuki, man. If you guys haven't seen Yuki play in person, it's crazy.
Well, you saw his Ken briefly, and that's not even his tournament best character.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're going to see his dictator against Sean FPA's boxer coming up here.
I love the fact that we have Yuki here because he's definitely like that high echelon player.
He definitely
very elite player.
He makes that stronger. He makes us stronger overall, especially because he also has that line to talk to those players and be like, hey, they mentioned this, and he'll go test the hell out of it too.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Those snippets of information that he can get, anything he can share that with us, it's stuff that we would, if it wasn't for Yuki, we wouldn't get that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We would not be in that communication.
Yeah, he's our direct translator pretty much, so pretty nice to have.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome, man. It's just another, like I said, everybody in the community is just, everybody contributes.
So yeah, I saw Silent Scope. Yeah, you mentioned Yonda Ime. Like, yeah, he plays Osagat. Yeah, he sold his soul. I mean, I don't blame him. He's great, and he picked up an even deadlier character. So I guess Are there any other Japanese Osagats? I mean, like at this day and age and this stage, I don't think so. I know he's the one. When you think of a Japanese Osagat, he's the one. But Sean's ready to go. It sounds like
Yeah.
he's already warm. He's telling you can get your ass down, play right now.
Oh no.
While he's all iced.
We have the vulture. He almost had his
Oh,
meal.
he almost had it on
He
his head. I mean,
he
you can hop on
yeah,
now
I
if
mean,
you
why-
want.
Why not, dude? He almost had his meal.
I know.
The
man.
hyena.
Tisk tisk.
The Beltran looking for his name in the chat. This is how it always is. Who's talking shit?
Yeah, who's he got to put on his list?
Who is he gonna ban?
Yeah, we do have a disgusting boxer mirror on screen
Dude.
right now. I'm a little
Yeah.
I'm a little sick to my stomach, so it's hard to
Mike
commentate.
Tyson's punch out.
So yeah, Carlos, the grill master, he knocked Josh C out at our last monthly, which was
Yeah.
pretty hype. Josh wound up finishing third, Carlos second, and then the guy vulturing the microphone looking for his name in chat finished first right here.
I don't know how that happened.
Uh,
that was like kind of a fuck you bracket. You know?
No, that was legit.
I know. I know.
He earned that shit for sure.
I know. No.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. But yeah, Carlos also, he got fourth at Kumite in Texas, and
Yeah,
then
man, dude,
Sean
I-
got first. And,
I tell Chris, I think Carlos is one of our best players. He's just so damn solid.
he plays super aggressive. Like,
yeah, super aggressive. But
he's the
just so
most
solid.
momentum-based player here. I feel like he gets one knockdown, he feels it.
He goes in, man.
I think we're playing. Are we live? No, you got to kill him off. Oh, it doesn't have the right color, right?
Did you guys mention what's going on here?
We got to kill off the wrong. Oh, we got to kill off the wrong boxer color. That's why.
Yeah, no one wants those weird.
Oh god. I'm just giving you an excuse, man. I'm trying to
Trying to
kill
help you
time here,
out.
Sean.
What?
All right, so our next exhibition, we're going to close out the night with this exhibition and then our
What?
final two Japanese.
Now, why do you want to see me and Outsider play boxer
Yeah,
mirrors?
I
It's
think-
so weird.
Yeah, my shift is over if that one pops up. Yeah, I'm not.
Why the hell? That's when you know Nate is really fucking bored.
You guys good? All right. So Sean giving me the thumbs up. He is
All
playing Sean
we go.
FPA.
Bright
against
colors
Yuki's
have been
Dictator.
picked.
First to 5. This ought to be a good one.
Have we explained the significance of this?
No, is there significance?
Yes, there is.
Oh, I know. I gotcha.
We
Yeah.
have 2 more Japanese players to reveal after this.
Oh,
That's true. It is the right color then. My bad. My bad.
There we go. That's what we were talking
Meanwhile,
about. You
as-
almost spoiled it again.
As you're correcting me, Yuki just blasted him in 15 seconds, basically. So have we seen
Dictator?
Welcome to Dictator.
Yeah,
That purple dictator will do that to you.
I have no sympathy for
Yeah.
killing Boxer in 2 seconds, Jesse. I really don't.
Purple Dick got a kit they checked out.
Magenta Dick.
Turk of
I think today it's definitely purple.
Fuchsia.
Oh, super in the
That's
corner,
gonna
chips
ship
it
it
out.
There you
Yep.
go.
Nice.
These 2 characters have supers that you can just rip.
Well, I mean that's Dictator's only good reversal. So,
Whether you, yeah, that's the other.
but I
that-
mean he didn't need it there clearly. But you know,
yeah. Well, yeah, those are the kind of supers that sometimes you don't really care. You don't really care if it like hits. Or you want it to hit, right? But like,
like
if it
he's
blocks,
dead.
it's
He's
like,
dead.
eh, good blocks, yeah, it doesn't matter. No big
Alright.
deal.
Quick 1-0 here from Yuki. Let's see how Sean responds. This is becoming another free play classic. These guys play pretty often. I know Sean's been here more often getting ready for spring too.
He'll play whenever Yuki shows up.
So I don't know if you guys saw the long play that Yuki was doing for the strategy for this match. You didn't catch it?
What?
When Yuki, when he first played and he asked to turn up the volume
Oh,
on
yeah.
that side, that's to fuck with Sean's ears. See?
It's gonna blow up on
Yeah,
screen right
well,
here. You're gonna see it in camera.
That's why he turned up the volume. That's why Yuki's
Smart.
better. That's why Yuki's like on the top Japanese level. man.
Got those meta games.
He's
Yeah, dude.
cerebral assassin Yuki Spencer right here.
Look at this.
Got him in the corner again. Trouble for Boxer. Let's see what he can do here. Good trade for Boxer. The Lord of Trades will take that all day. Knockdown.
There you go.
Safe jump.
Oh man.
I don't think I would say it went for the counter throw.
Couldn't have been what he was going for.
Yeah.
there.
Oh, neutral jump. I don't
I
know
lo-
if that was on purpose.
I love when Dictator starts teleporting around.
He starts jumping around like a madman.
Well, sometimes when Dictator does these weird cross-ups, he'll land behind you and then appear in front of you.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, where did he go?
Next thing
very-
you know, you're getting thrown like
Very
that.
tough character to block, but that was a great block there from Sean.
Yeah, Sean's standing his ground here, trying to find
Ooh,
that opening. to
trouble.
start-
Got to get that knockdown.
Oh.
There you
There we go. Here we
this
go.
time. Got him in the corner. Backs off. I don't know if he meant to do that.
I think so. I don't know. He's trying to play some head games in
Good
here.
tech, good
Yuki's
tech.
not having
Oh,
it.
man. Yuki looking for the
That's a
headbutt,
tech.
man. Oh,
Close to chip.
Great patience from Sean there. I thought that was going to be a throw scramble.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Yuki.
Yuki looking for that headbutt, man. This, It looks like he's being so patient, waiting for the headbutt.
Right.
And when it comes out, he's just punishing to its full extent.
Right.
The rush down is not happening with Sean's Boxer. Now, once you get the knockdown and start going with Boxer rush down tactics, there isn't anyone in the world that can react to all that.
That's why I'm a little surprised that he backed off when he had him in the corner.
Yeah,
after
me
that
too.
knockdown.
Me too.
Maybe it was accidental. Oh, that's going to be a punish. There we go.
There we go. Here's the knockdown.
Now he's just going in. Now he's playing Boxer.
Sitting on Super now. And key in this matchup and all matchups with Dictator is Dictator Super. He needs it right there. He has it. Now he has a reversal.
Now it's an even match.
Does it keep in the corner? Oh, okay.
Gonna have to.
Just wild Super right there.
No punish though. Oof.
Oh, I thought we were gonna see a headbutt from that corner there.
Caught that stand. Duck strong, I believe is what that was.
Sat on the Super a little too long.
I want to throw that away from Sean's game. Super when you got it in combo, buddy. Or at least guaranteed chip.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice
there.
catch on there.
Safe jump. Jumps
There you
back.
go.
Giving Dictator a little bit of space
I
here.
know, a lot of space.
Basically coast to coast right here.
Weird seeing Boxer go backwards.
That was a great block from Sean right there.
Boxer can walk back. There you
There's
go.
the
All right,
headbutt.
here we go.
He's in.
Let's see Sean. Awesome Super.
Caught the limb.
Nice.
There
you go. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, see, he got it. Once he gets him in the corner and down, you just got to go for it. That was a great whiff punish there on that.
So I think the jump backs are to punish a preemptive Psycho Crusher and or
scissors
kick.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too cute right now.
Might be giving away too much real estate.
Oh,
there we go. Finish it. Boom.
Nice. Got a Super now too.
Super.
Yeah, let's it fly.
The chip. That's fine.
Yeah, leave him in the corner.
Perfect.
Awesome.
There
it is. Right there.
Paid off for him.
2-1. Good response there from Sean.
Awesome.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. It finally paid off right there.
Sean finding his footing here.
Yeah, he earned it.
Yeah.
At that point, like he put Yuki under enough pressure that he needed to come up with something, punishing it.
Yeah, keep him in the corner. Leave him in that corner.
There it is, right there to start the round. So that is clearly the strategy here. That's it once again.
Not a great trade.
Uh-oh. Applying that pressure.
Trouble. Good block from Sean.
Great cross up.
He's through. No Super, but Yuki is out of the corner.
Almost caught him with that.
Whiff punish there.
So much jumping
Here we
backwards.
Throw?
There we
Yep.
go.
There it is.
Nice.
Calling his shot. Swish, baby.
As Chris mentioned, when you Boxer's in that range, it's hard to react.
It's so hard to react, man.
It is
just
impossible.
so ridiculous.
Especially for Dictator, too.
Yeah, I saw Sean beating plenty of Japanese players, the GameSpot versus players on our trip to Japan. Just get that knockdown, and it is anybody's ball game.
Gets the knockdown here. Shenanigans stays in front.
That was almost a stun.
Yeah,
too.
he did not get the scissors follow, but I don't think he had the charge.
I think he was looking for stand
great.
roundhouse, but you got to time it incredibly
Oh yeah,
tight.
the link. Yeah.
But I think that would have stunned.
Wow, that's stomp, full screen stomp. Both Supers on deck. Anyone can rip it at any moment.
Game changers for sure.
Well, Yuki's probably going to sit on his because he needs it for reversal, and just in case he gets caught in that situation.
Knockdown again, yeah. Ooh, all right.
Oh, man, these stomps, he can't keep eating these, even if he blocks them.
Position change right there,
Just
neither
watch.
corner. Now Yuki's in the corner.
14 seconds.
Yuki going to sit on this life lead. All right. Yeah, he's got to throw the Super. Got to do
What
something here.
Oh,
an
man.
anti-air
Yuki
jab.
Yeah,
Sick.
Yuki's
That
just
was
doing it. Timer scam him.
Great patience there from Yuki.
Officially a time over victory. Even though we saw the Super Flash. Boxer could. It was cheap. Boxer could not block it because the time was over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, Shenanigans in the corner. You like throwing people, huh, Boxer?
Oh, here we go. Great standing jab. Blocking those foot stomps.
No answer yet for the head stomps. Yuki's been getting a lot of mileage out of those. All right, knockdown. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, cross up.
Wow.
There you go. Good block.
Yeah, that was a great
incredible
block. I mean, you don't see Boxer cross up super often, so. Oh, that's going to
big
hurt. Yeah, that's
punish.
going to hurt.
That was ill-advised.
Oh, not quite on that cross up.
Yeah, I thought Super was coming out here from Yuki.
Slide Super?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he just does a full screen.
Sean wants that one back.
Oof.
He had the knockdown, had the big damage to Super. He just missed time, misplaced his jump. I'm not sure what it was.
I was guessing Yuki was going to slide Super, chip him out.
I think that's what he was respecting more. You know, that Super just coming out.
And then just let a full screen torpedo rip.
Yeah. These Supers, both of these character Supers are scary, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big stun. All right, got what he could out of it, yeah.
Oh, man. Not in range for the full, touch of death, but that throw.
That basically counts as a trudge of death right there. A truck of death?
A truck of death.
That's
Boxer.
That's what both of these characters hit like.
Boxer's the truck of death. You stand in front of him, you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, these head stomps, man.
Throw? Oh, no.
Nice.
Awesome
headbutt.
headbutt. There you go. That's what you
There you go.
Oh, okay. Went for the reset
here we
instead.
go.
Good block there from Yuki.
Beautiful.
All right,
beautiful.
supers to get
Here's
him in the
textbook
corner.
Boxer.
I think he was predicting the super right
Yeah,
there.
he was.
Yuki's gonna try to find some shenanigans
Lots
here.
of respect for that Vega super.
No response in the super there from Yuki for a full
Oh.
screen low.
Just looking to trade.
Yeah.
Just order the trades
Oh,
here.
that did not trade.
Oh, awesome.
Clean shot right there to the face.
Was Yuki looking for like land super maybe?
I think so. Maybe land in front.
Like, yeah.
yeah, the shenanigan. Yeah,
Because
to
it
where
was
you,
weird.
you get scared, you press the button, and
Oh,
you
that's
get,
Yeah. That was the first time he did the head stomp without actually trying to hit him.
get some mileage out of these headbutts. Now sack throw there from Yuki. Ooh,
Awesome
big
combo.
three-piece. No stun.
That-
Wow.
There
There's
it is.
Reapers.
Good night.
Bam.
That's that gotta feel
Yeah,
gotta feel good
just
for
full
Sean.
screen,
Just
bam.
whack him in the face.
Eat some leather.
Good response there from Sean's 3-2. Good set so far.
That was great. That was a great set from Sean, man.
I mean, I was saying too. It's like no stun on that one, and then sure
Yeah.
enough, the very next hit, and he's
Because
dead.
we all know boxer stuns.
Ah.
Just 2-3 hits, you're done.
Ooh,
Oh,
full
missed-
screen cycle.
mistimed it.
That's a call out on the jump
Awesome.
back again.
Yeah, it is.
Scissors, one hit. He's in. Sean again opts to jump back. Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Good
yeah.
night.
Oh, some fanciness there.
Shab super.
All right, there's the throw from Boxer. All right, one round here from Dictator. 3-2 here. Pretty important game.
Sean's sitting pretty here.
This is an important game for both players. It's either 4-2
Yeah.
or 3-3.
Either even it up or make it match point.
Yeah, just
Awesome. There
Great
you
call
go.
out there. He was just storing that the entire
Here
time.
you go. This is what Sean was waiting for. Sean was
He
being
has a
patient
super.
for this.
Gets the throw. No reversal super. Another throw.
He's trying to do it.
There it is.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
another
man.
call out.
Great,
No punish.
great jump. Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet
Not
Yuki
one,
wants.
not one to be pinned down.
Yuki probably wants that one back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of salt there. Has to be.
Round apiece here. And this crucial game 6.
No tech on that throw.
Cross up.
There you go.
Oh, not quite.
Sean definitely still
Not
in this
safe here.
Man,
Tommy,
a lot of chip downs. We playing Champion Edition
man,
right
yeah,
here?
Man.
Looks like it.
It's
Oh.
Champion Edition. Nothing you can do about it.
Am I wrong? Is that safe?
I don't think so.
I think he should be able to rush punch after.
I would
The
think
other
so.
way.
Might
'Cause
have
I've
to
seen it.
change his charge during the middle of that. That might
Right.
be the awkwardness, but
But I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen. Unless
Yeah.
I may be wrong, but
4-2. Game point. Match point here.
I,
for
I
Nate.
know with Sim it's not safe at all. I just press the fierce button, I win.
awesome. There you go.
Hey, later, Nate. Thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you soon.
Later, boss.
All right, 4-2. Yuki here. Potentially a couple rounds from wrapping this one up.
Yuki's so solid, man. Doesn't matter what happens. Yuki will always play Yuki.
Oh, there you
Nice.
go. Not missing that combo.
No, sir.
Like Yuki with full life or Yuki with no life still plays super solid.
Enforcer, those are coming up after this set really soon.
Yeah, we have some.
You might be able to figure it out with if you see the colors and the characters on screen.
Right.
You sniff
You
it
want
out.
to do your research really quickly.
The Super Turbo Dojo.
All right, game point here for Yuki, but he is at a life deficit.
Go boxer
Sean
super.
has
Just
super.
let it rip, man.
There it is,
There
yeah.
you go. Beautiful.
Not the worst because he's got him in the corner. But he
Uh-oh.
hit a button there. This is trouble.
Yeah, now it's reverse.
Oh, he did the micro
Wow.
walk. He did the micro walk and he
Close.
hit it with the super. Oh, the
the
shenanigans.
teleport across,
That
man.
is so dirty, dude. Did you see him take that one little step forward
Yeah.
and then super? Because
Yeah.
Dictator can slightly store his super and do
That's
that.
weird, man.
That is so sick.
Storing supers in this game will always be
Stupid.
yeah. It just kind of throws me off so much. The good thing about playing Outsider so much is that Outsider does that a lot.
I was going to
you
say,
know.
Chun can walk full screen. Dictator
Yeah.
can take a little step and do it. But
Outsider made me respect walk forward Chun with super bar.
I remember the day he discovered that tech, and he
Oh,
didn't understand the why it would apply. He's like, this is a cool trick, and I'm like, do you
Yeah.
realize you can just walk through
Yeah.
a fireball like it's nothing?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you can make me scared to hit literally anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right. Like Chun walking forward all of a sudden is like, I can't do anything.
Just mashing medium punch. I get flame trapped or thrown.
Well, congratulations to that
Awesome set, man.
Yeah.
interesting choice of colors, Yuki and Sean.
5-2, 5-2, but it was a pretty competitive set, though.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
we're
that was-
supposed to reveal 2 more Japanese players for our spring series, April 12th through 14th. Let's hit the first one if we're ready from the producer.
From the
So April 12th through 14th, We have Japanese players, 5 of them coming in.
Here's another one.
Murasaki, a top dictator player of all time from the Osaka, Japan area. He can be quiet, but will light up the arcade with a smile in victory. His name literally translates to purple. Purple, and is always seen playing his trademark Purple Dictator. He comes back to free play at the direct request of Matsun, and we were happy to learn last year that his favorite pinball machine is Adam's Family. Surely it's a coincidence that the game features infamous dictator live actor Raul Julia.
Last year was his first trip across the pond for Spring Series 3. Now for the wide world of fighting games, Spring Series 4. Murasaki back.
The magenta dictator, the
Purple,
whatever. The purple, the unmistakable, maybe magenta or purple.
His name means purple. That's why it is definitely purple.
Okay.
Because if it was Penelope playing it, it's pink.
Okay.
She tells you it's pink.
All right, well, purple,
Okay.
purple himself, purple dictator Murasaki. He's coming back. He was here last year. He played some Adams Family, Raul Julia pinball with you. I know
Yeah,
that.
absolutely did. Yeah. Had a few drinks into the night with everybody.
No, he was great. He was awesome to talk to. I remember, I was kind of talking to all the players, and he was one of them. And I showed Murasaki that, hey, I just followed you on Twitter type thing. And he was like so blown away by it, and he like took a picture with me. And I was like, I'm just a guy that just told you I just followed you. I'm not like famous or anything. Like I'm just saying, hey, this is me. What's how you doing,
He was
man?
like, that's the guy on the boat. I found him. I found him.
That's the dude.
So my take on it was I honestly didn't know if Murasaki was having fun or not during the last trip, because I saw him like 12 or 18 drinks into the craft beer experience. So he looked a little down. He didn't speak English, so I grabbed him and I was like, hey, have you ever played pinball before? I know you guys, that's not huge in Japan.
Yeah.
And he said, no. You want to try? Sure. We walked through the arcade. Sure enough, picks Raul Julia, Dictator, standing and the marquee. Let's do that one. Adam's Family Pinball.
It's not a bad pin either, right? It's a pretty decent table.
Did he know that, or was that just random?
Well, he saw Raul Julia,
Yeah,
right?
he saw him.
Really?
Yeah, he knows who played Dictator. Purple Dictator player. So, but yeah, I didn't know if he had a great time or not. I hoped he had. I did everything I could to facilitate it. And then when I spoke to him later in Canada, he said, absolutely, I had a wonderful time. I want to go back. And we didn't make the decision. That was actually the last Japanese player that we decided to bring out here, and we officially did it when Matsun personally asked. He said, if you guys are getting one more Japanese player, can it be Murasaki? And when Matsun says you're coming,
you're coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Bring on Murasaki. We'll be happy to welcome him back to Texas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'd be happy to have the guy back. He was a lot of fun to talk to. He's a great dictator player.
So much fun. Give Rizwan another shot at him.
I was going to say, I remember they were playing casuals one time. I think it was before the tournament had started the day before. Speaking of, if you're coming for that, show up Friday. There's going to be a ton of casuals.
Yeah.
And fun to be had that night. Definitely show up and play these characters and these players. But yeah, Murasaki and him were playing, and Rizwan were playing mirrors, and I think Murasaki did a cross-up, or it might have been the instant overhead we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
And
deadly.
Rizwan hit him with it, and it won him the match. And like Murasaki like jumped at him like he was dictator, like holding his knee up, like he jumped to the other side of the cabinet doing it. So yeah, he was having a blast with that. So it'd be cool to see him come play again. Just some of Yoga Boy's notes. Vega used to be the dictator grandmaster, of course. I mean that's one of the ones you think of.
I'd say he's still pretty good at the game.
He's still pretty damn good, yeah, in Osaka, but he eventually moved to Tokyo. So yeah, he's still a grandmaster clearly. But it wasn't until around 2013 that Murasaki started making his name as the dictator grandmaster in the west coast of Japan. He recently started really successful running tournaments in recent years. Kind of started with the Spring Series last year. I think he was top 8 as well there, right?
Yeah, he tied for 7th there.
First at
finished in the money.
Yeah, most recently, yeah, his team won X-Mania or XEST 2018. Let's see, second. And Kakirugo, I'm probably saying that wrong. 2015 and 2018. International wins, and yeah, that's right. He did win the 3v3 at Canada Cup.
Well, it should be noted he did win the 3v3, but you could win Tuesday Night Fight style where you get carried, or you could do it like Murasaki did, where you just destroy everybody by yourself in the tournament.
That's true. At TOL at Canada Cup, yeah.
It was not a coasting victory. He won those matches himself. So it was
him versus the world, basically.
Triple singles. Murasaki got a win.
Yeah, the Purple Dictator will be back, and that leaves number 5. And this one has not
never traveled overseas.
Really, ever.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
He definitely wasn't at Spring Series last year. We can confidently
this is
say
his
that.
first trip. in a North American tournament at all.
Let's go.
All right, let's see it.
He wants to.
Tsuji, making his first ever appearance in North America. Tsuji is one of the most patient and talented boxer players of all time. He's originally from Osaka, Japan, and is the first Japanese boxer main to compete in North America, although previously Daigo and Tomo have been known to counterpick with Boxer. Among his list of accomplishments was first place at X-Mania 2 and Neo Star Cup 2007.
That's right, Silent Scope. We see you in chat. It is Tsuji.
Yeah, Tsuji making his first appearance overseas. He's flying out, bringing that boxer with him. Those clips, that might not have actually been Tsuji. They may have been Carlos destroying us all in black and white. He's always been in Japan, so all that footage is maybe not up to snuff with
HD
with
quality
Saban.
video.
Yeah. But he will be providing some new highlights for us with his very, very patient boxer play.
Yeah, he's man, I hate Boxer already. I can't wait to play a Japanese Grandmaster Boxer and hate the character even more.
I knew to stay away.
Hate him on another whole new
Whole
level.
new level
You've never seen.
Yeah, and this is man, the first time. This is the first time that a boxer main has traveled from Japan at all.
Really?
Nice.
Daigo would counterpick him. As Boat Guy knows very well, whenever the going got tough, Tomo would pick him. Right. So there are Japanese players that would occasionally play boxer, but Tsuji is first and foremost all the way boxer, and I can't wait to see what types of shenanigans he brings to the American game.
So, all right, it's his first time here. How did it happen? How did you hear about him? How did you hear that he wanted to come? How did you reach out to him?
Well, as with most things, it's ask Murasaki. I'm sorry, ask Matsune once you know. But no, I always do take requests on these players.
Sure.
I always do. Yaya, the first time, it was a request of one Matt Krause, but this time it was Sean Crane as our local boxer player. He needed some more boxer tech, so
he's got to see it in person and absorb it.
Yeah. So I definitely listen when people make requests. I didn't go get Gian or the greatest sim player because I'm a sim main. I like to spread the wealth. I like to get what the people
You're
want.
allowed to have something occasionally, Chris. Maybe next year you can bring out like 4 Dawson players.
Yes. That's it.
This is Dalsum Mirror.
Yeah, it's
all Dalsum. 5 Dalsums.
Spring Series 5 Dalsum Edition. You've already got the name for it right there.
Eugene doesn't even have to qualify.
Yeah, no,
he's
already
straight in.
Put the cart before the horse, though. We got to get through Spring Series 4 here, World Fighting Games of 2019.
Yeah, so I don't know. It ought to be interesting to see Tsuji compete with all these players. I mean, he hasn't been overseas, so he hasn't faced Afro Legends, or Afro Legends hasn't faced him.
Hasn't faced Damn
When
Guy.
did I look like a boxer mirror? No. I mean, he may have played
Damn
Guy
Guy's
in,
over there. That's true.
in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, Damn Guy has been over there. But yeah, we don't know if he's played in the other qualifiers,
But
right?
yeah,
So.
a 3 out of 5 tournament format like we do it over here.
Right. And that is true, right? ST will be 3 out of 5 the whole way through?
Yeah, whole way through, 3 out of 5.
Really? Okay.
Good.
Gonna get
More
as many
games.
cabs as we can out there. Yeah, just I haven't figured out how many pools we're gonna do. My preference is to have as few pools as possible because I don't want double jeopardy.
Right.
If you're running, I've seen this a lot where hey, this tournament has 6 pools. We're gonna run pool 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, 3, 4, and 5 at the same time. Well, that doesn't make sense to me because you're inviting the possibility of having double jeopardy when you're in fact running just 2 pools. So that's probably how I'm going to do it is two pools on mini setups so that we can get it done.
Just run it.
And it is a little different this year, too, because there are some other games being run as well. KOF 11, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and Third Strike. Well, UMK clearly won't be on Candy Cab, but the other 2 will be. So
right.
a part of it is
all authentic, original arcade equipment, no matter what. That is absolutely how we roll here. There will be no super guns. There will be no pad play on Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I'm sorry, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 nationwide scene, but there are other tournaments for that. This is an arcade championship.
Yeah.
We care about the arcade more than we care about our own families here. I mean,
and we have the
Yeah.
equipment, you know.
When
it's
this
just
stream
like
is
all-
when this stream is over, I'm gonna go hug one of the Versus Cities. I think. You know?
which is not the first time. I remember Lord Jimmy Bones hugging the Versus City
Yeah, I've
last
hugged these.
year.
Yeah, I've hugged these a few times. It's just weird how you just calls. You usually want. It's like a good old friend. You know what I mean? You see him like, hey, come on, buddy.
It's worth the drive. Like just to see these machines, these beautiful 29-inch CRTs, sit down,
Oh,
head
yeah.
to head. Oh, it's so beautiful. I know. I want to play right now.
It's just that's what I was talking. What we were talking about earlier when you said how if you don't have a local scene, you don't have like these candy
Yeah.
cabs you can come out and play. Your next best bet would be like Fightcade. But ever since I came here, play locally. You feel the buttons. You have the community.
It's Sanwa, yeah.
Fightcade just feels so empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just not the same experience. You definitely don't get.
Nothing ever beats authentic arcade hardware.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Fightcade and everything, it's convenient, but
Yeah,
nothing ever beats
it's
coming
the next
out here.
best
Yeah.
thing other than just having this beautiful machine.
If you got this in
right
your
over there.
backyard, or there's a huge event being hosted like the Spring Series, you
Yeah.
gotta come play.
Come
man.
out, play.
You gotta come play.
If you're anywhere near,
And-
anywhere
and
near us here, free play or your
as-
local arcade, man, go.
Absolutely.
Play it.
If you're not local, like, just talk to this guy. Say, hey, I'm interested in coming out.
No, we will roll the red carpet out for you. If
Yeah.
you're traveling to Dallas,
Anywhere near here.
Jesse said it before. I will absolutely roll out the red carpet for you. Of course, it's all rolled out. ST is the main stage game. We have a bunch of games that we're doing at the Wide World of Fighting Games, but none of them are getting $10,000 like ST. None of them are getting 5 Japanese players. This is our marquee game here at Free Play Arcade. And if you're an ST player nationwide and you would just want to take the pilgrimage out
Right.
and see if we're lying about how many people that are playing here on a Saturday, we are not lying.
Yeah.
But we would love to welcome you here. I can try and see if one of our players will give you a place to stay if you want to cut
Yeah.
the funds in half.
And
Get
that's
out
every
here.
that's every Saturday. Because when I talked to my friend about how many people come here just for ST, he thinks that's like an event, like a one-time thing. I'm like, dude, that's a normal Saturday.
Well, and it might be a Wednesday or a Thursday
Yeah.
too. It'll just ad hoc.
but,
You
but
never know.
Saturday is like that peak. Like you come here at Richardson
Oh,
Saturday.
it's bonkers every Saturday
it's
here.
fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, even random, like, lazy Sunday afternoons or stun
Yeah.
days, and you'll have 20 people here
Yeah,
playing.
people just
Yeah.
come flock anyway, man. People
So-
just these machines are beautiful.
So, yeah, even the non-qualifiers last year, we had a handful of people that paid their own way out here, and it sounds like there's going to be more this year, too. Like, it's incredibly worth it. If you love ST, you are going to have a blast here.
Yeah.
So it's well worth the trip. We would love to meet you. We would love to play with you. If you want to come check the place out, even before then or after, if you can't make Spring Series, we
All
want to play you. You let
All
us
the
know.
players, man. All the Japanese players come out. You get to meet Mike.
So before we actually get to there, what do you guys think of the traveling players? What's the one that you want to see? What's the one you want to shake the hand of?
Well, as a Ryu player, I want to play Damn Die, of course.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it is old Ryu. So, but the guy wrote the book on a lot of Shoto Tech. So, and he has a lot of guides on YouTube that when I first started picking this up, I was the one. That's the stuff I was looking at. So I'm interested in getting a chance to play him because since Tomo's not coming back, he's the Shoto I got to go to. So
It's true. It's true.
I mentioned this before to Chris. I said when he told me Matsun was coming, I said, dude, I'm excited for all these guys coming out because they're all killers, but I want to have the most exaggerated picture with Matsun.
He will
wanna
comply.
I
He
want to
will
have the
absolutely
most
do that for you.
JoJo-esque picture with Matsun.
Well, I took a picture with him and Odo-chan in my blue polo on Boat Guy stage one time.
Like
So
I almost feel like I want to wear something outlandishly dumb.
you want to try to like match him, you know?
Yeah,
or-
almost like
Just want to say, Matsun, we're not calling your outfits dumb.
No, we're calling
no,
you
because
way
it's
more
awesome.
swagged out than us.
yeah, because it's awesome, and I would love to pay like homage to it. You know what I mean? Because dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But I definitely want a picture with Matsun, man. But all these guys, I can't wait to see them all in
I
person.
mean, what about you? I mean, clearly you've met all these people, other than Suji, right?
I have not met Suji.
So I guess
I've
that
met
would be.
I've met everybody else, but I mean, I look out here and I see friends. Like I'm looking to see them come back. I probably won't get to play a lot with any of them because I'll be too busy running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Hopefully Friday casual day.
I hope so, but at the same time,
We'll pull you aside and make you play some casuals.
all these smiling faces. Like I can't wait to see each of them. I even met Zoolander out in Canada Cup. He was the qualifier that no one was talking to,
Right.
and I was like, okay, I'll play with you. And he showed me a few different ways that DJ could beat Dalsum. So I'm really, really excited to meet each of them. And I hate that that's a cop-out, but there's no sim players. So, well, I guess El Trouble. But, I mean,
Yeah.
again, I
Yeah,
spent time,
you're
so
so
much time with them. that,
Nate
like,
counts too, but I mean, you play him a ton too. So you know,
yeah.
I mean, he's mostly a DJ. So you know,
But
So-
everybody else, you guys can come out and meet Beltran.
that's true.
that's true.
That's-
Ask for autographs, kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much our show, right?
right.
Oh yeah,
Ran down
I gotta
everything.
mention Suji's bio. I just realized we were like talking about because he's never been here before. Yoga Boy's description: one of the early boxers of the game, maybe the most successful in tournaments during the 2000s. He still comes back occasionally for tournaments. I guess that's when got him out. You attach that 10K to it and say, hey, you want to come on over and play?
Yeah, you get a free trip and
Yeah.
it's a possibility of winning part of 10K.
That's
and
true.
That's a pretty good deal, I would say.
Yeah, so some of his results: first at Star Cup 2005, 2007, Sega 5v5 in 2006, Sega 5v5 in 2007, X-Mania Gaiden, first place in all those.
I could do that.
Oh, yeah, totally. Second at Star Cup 2008, third at Star Cup 2004 and 2014. The guy has clearly been playing some Street Fighter for a while, and he's coming to America. He is coming to Spring Series 2019, the
What?
4th edition Wide World of Fighting Games.
What happens if this levels up Afro Legends game?
Then people are
Bringing
gonna
a Japanese
people are gonna
named
blame
boxer.
us. They're gonna blame you for it then.
God help us all, Chris. And how dare you do such a thing?
Love you guys.
Just bolstering the boxer army, and you complain about Claw.
Yeah, I'm a little salty you invited a boxer, but I understand because he's never been here. It's okay.
Hey, if you have requests, remember I asked you, do you have any requests?
That's
You
true.
said King of Fighters 11. There it is.
It's there.
Oh my God! Whatever. Whatever. I am excited for that though. If anybody plays that, I love that game. So you want to talk to me?
Yeah, speaking of all these other games, we're going to close with the trailer one more time. April 12th through April 14th.
Yes.
That's freeplayspringseries.com to sign up.
Free Play Arlington.
At Free Play Arlington, yeah.
It will be at Free Play Arlington. We're actually in the motherland of ST and DFW Free Play Richardson right now. But Free Play Arlington, a much bigger venue.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to have it. It's going to be a complete retooling. It's going to be a ton of work for all the techs and everybody moving trucks of
candy cabs, right?
Candy cabs into the building. And not just that, like all the side tournament games. Tekken Tag isn't currently on the floor in Arlington.
So you gotta take it over there, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a complete reworking of the front area of Free Play Arlington. A ton of work, but it's going to be worth it to see all those good old school fighting game players. Yeah, so as is pretty standard, I don't know if we're going to have some exhibitions or not on Friday, but
show up if you want to play.
Whatever we want to do, if we're doing things on Friday, it'll be like we had the idea of maybe do some first to tens or something like that, so it's on one cabinet.
Sure.
That way the casuals can be had because it's really we're all coming here because we all want to play these people.
Right,
so,
right.
So I want to get as many casuals as I can going. Saturday will be pools, bringing down the top 8 of each game, and then Sunday will be top 8 of each game. Each of the 4 main games, that is.
And yeah, I don't think you guys have an order yet, but ST will be the last one, I'm assuming, right? That's the main event.
I assume so, unless something prevents us from doing ST is the last one.
But yeah, show up early, show up that Friday, come play casuals, and come hang out at Free Play.
It'll all be streamed as well.
It'll all be streamed.
Oh yeah, streamed in multiple locations because we're going to stream all of the ST tournament. The other ones will have their own side stream. The Free Play Arcade, twitch.tv/Free Play Arcade will be streaming ST. We'll get our A team of yokels to have 1 yen to say they're professionals to do the ST stream.
Slack-jawed yokels.
Yeah, might see us again on the mic.
We're gonna have. I talked to Rizwan. We're gonna have Boat Guy be commentator. We're gonna have Rizwan jump in there as well. Maybe he'll earn himself a yen.
Well, I'm gonna make. I'll commentate if I'm not in top 8. You know, and it's
I understand.
Clearly gonna happen with this field.
Hey, it might happen with Riz.
That's true. Yeah, with Riz, yeah, totally. With me, I'm just like 0-2, and hey, I can work the rest of the day.
I can chill out.
I
and
can
watch
chill
all
out.
the
I'll just stress out. But no, it'll be a lot of fun. Again, even if you didn't qualify, come out and play. If you like retro fighting games at all, this is going to be an awesome event. And Free Play is an awesome venue.
Yeah, that's the
awesome
other thing.
bar.
That's the other thing. Free Play has that bar, awesome bar,
awesome food,
tons of actual arcade games.
Over 100 different craft beers. I don't drink, so
me either.
I look back there and I am jealous.
But they do have
Mr. Brown.
Mr.
Fueling
Brown,
Chris
our sponsor
Delp
last year.
right now.
Yeah,
For the
some
past,
things never change. All right, let's close it with the trailer.
Are we done?
Thanks for joining us. We are going to go play 45 more minutes of ST.
Yeah, I've been on the mic all day. I got to get some
45 minutes of ST until they throw us out. And we're going to close you guys with the trailer.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
See you guys next month.